Hello, welcome everyone. This is Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan coming to you live on a Friday evening, at least Friday for me, February 5th, 6:30 p.m. So, when I live streamed last time, we were discussing, amongst other things, if I should have a regular live stream day and time, and you guys convinced me Friday would be a good one. So I'm gonna go out on a limb. I have like issues committing to things often, so I'm gonna say Friday is gonna be the one day of the week you can just bank on me doing a live stream, and I'll try to make it this time too. So I'm like double committing to a day and time. So cool. Yeah, I just thought I'd mention that. So yeah, and that won't be I won't mean I only live stream once a week. Far from it. I just want to have like one day that we all know about. So cool. That said, I got a couple snacks here with me. Angie ordered some stuff from the Asian market, so got these little seaweed snacks. A lot of times people come on ask like, "Hey, what about iodine?" I say I don't really worry too much about iodine. I get plenty of little sea snacks like this and dulse and other seaweed products. So, a lot of people come on and say, "Hey, you vegans are deficient in iodine." Like, I don't know. Like, can you even get an iodine blood test? Like, how does anyone even really know? Anyway, hey Johnny, you're gonna be only here a short time today. That's cool. That's all right. No worries, man. Just stay as long or short as you can. It's all good. ASMR, huh? ASMR. You chew like this on ASMR. You look at the camera, talking a really calm voice. ASMR. Well, maybe I could do a little more ASMR here, huh? Maybe the microphone will pick this up. Never thought about doing an ASMR live stream, but I guess it kind of is, huh? Yeah, I'm not sure what brand this is. Yeah, it's definitely not Eden. It's a brand from Korea, I think Andrew told me. Of course, he picked a Korean one. Nikki. Good. Hey, thanks for answering that about iodine. Like, how did you know you're iodine deficient? I know there's problems that can arise when people completely eliminate salt. So good idea to not pursue that path for a long time. In fact, I know this raw fruitarian dude from the LA fruitarian raw scene, and he ended up in the hospital because he didn't have any salt for a long period of time. It just shows you, yeah, don't give up salt entirely. There's some good nutrients in there. No, here's Chris, Nikki. Yeah, how'd you know you're iodine deficient? Because I really want to know if there's a way to get that tested. Because yeah, people ask that often. I ask them like, what's the blood test you get? No, I'm sorry to hear you're having a rough week, Johnny. Violences go vegan. Did I lose hair? But not for the reasons that anti-vegan haters like VD think. I lost hair because Angie took some scissors out and cut them. Let me see if I can find a photo. Let's see. I should have stuff like this ready to go. Instagram. Random Rocks. That's me. All right, let me take you over to my Instagram. In fact, let me just paste the link to my Instagram. I don't really promote my personal Instagram all that much. It's kind of it's kind of not a hidden thing. It's not, promote happy, healthy, vegan or anything, just me. But there's the link down there. And let me take you to my Instagram here. You can see the evidence of a recent hair loss right here. Just a couple days ago, I posted this photo of Angie cutting my hair. So yes, I lost some hair. Yep, it happens. It happens, especially when the scissors find your hair. Yep. Vegan hair loss right there, guys. It happens. It's real. Well, anyway, guys, Let's see. Silence's Violence Go Vegan says your hair shed a lot with low iodine. And got holistic blood work. I'm sorry, you got blood work from a holistic doctor. Huh? Interesting. Well, how you doing, Johnny, with your injury, by the way, before you leave us here? Let's see. Hey, Uncle Walt, how's it going? You're my first moderator on tonight. I guess Race Lover's out on some hot dates or something. Let's see. What'd you do there, Uncle Walt? Your mother used to give you a few drops of tincture of iodine in your drink when you were little. Oh, wow. Huh. I don't think I've ever seen like any kind of iodine supplement product or anything. Let's see. Angie, she's just been busy all day. So busy that we had a video premiere earlier today, a vlog of what we ate in a day. She didn't tell me this, but she apparently scheduled it last night for 2 this afternoon. And we got sucked into doing a bunch of weird stuff around then. She didn't tell me. It was like 2:30. She says, huh, wonder if my video premiered. I go, you did? You didn't even tell me about that. So just been doing a lot of stuff. Okay, now I'm going to ASMR a little bit of jerky here. I should change my channel to the ASMR, huh? I'm going to, because I am doing a lot of ASMR right now. I'm going to see if I can change it. All right, I'm going to say, and ASMR. All right, cool, because that kind of captures what's going on here tonight. I'm doing a little bit of ASMR. Anyway. So here I'm having a little bit of jerky here. This is a mushroom-based jerky too. Not sponsored, but this company from Santa Monica sent us some. It was our last vlog, I think. It's called Moku. They haven't even gotten back to me. I said, hey, we just put you on our vlog, like, you know, just for the heck of it, because they're nice people. They even wrote back. Anyway, I want to get some more because it's really good, actually. But I saw someone ask earlier, what are some of my YouTubers that I watch that are not vegan? And there's a few. Probably the most popular one is Brian Tyler Cohen. I forgot. He gets like, you know, 500,000 million views on almost every video. He's covering political things. Another one I watch is for surfing. I watch a guy called Koa Rothman. This is Living. A dude living on the North Shore, pro surfer, more of a soul surfer. I tend to watch more surfing videos, particularly ones from tropical locations in the wintertime. It's just something I've kind of always done, you know, even before YouTube, really. So those are probably my 2 favorites. I watch some basketball guys, AJ Lepre, Tristan Jass. You know, there's basketball YouTubers. Bunch of gear review guys, you know, like people that review music gear. You know, just stuff that covers kind of my interest, basically. So yeah, I watch a really diverse array of YouTube that entertains me. Let's see. Well, never heard of Delray Misfits, Johnny. Have a little bit more. This is still so ASMR. Let me do a little more ASMR here. Hey, Peter. Favorite kind of sushi? Can you guys let me know too if it seems like I'm answering your questions quicker today, more quickly. I turned on a different setting here to make latency as low as possible, meaning usually it's like, you know, I can clap my hand, watch it come back on the screen like 10, 12 seconds later. Now more instant, like, you know, maybe 4 seconds tops. So let me know if I'm getting your questions answered. But my favorite kind of sushi? Actually, good question. I mean, just for general consumption, what we have out here known as California rolls, pretty easy to veganize. Like there's like it's like avocado and cucumber and some kind of crab-like product. You can just put a vegan something in there, or just not put that in there. However, my favorite sushi of all time, and there's veganized versions of it for you sushi aficionados, is unagi, which is an eel with some kind of, what I really like most about it is the sauce. And remember, there's vegan kinds. It's just based on like, if you're not vegan, it's eel, but you can get veganized unagi sushis. And it's really the sauce that makes it. The sauce is vegan as far as I know. I mean, especially on the vegan ones. I'm saying it's probably, as far as I know, vegan on the non-vegan restaurant versions. But anyway, yeah, we go to vegan sushi places, and if they have unagi, that's what I order all the time. Hey, Bujita, what's up? Interesting, Nikki. So that's how they figured out your iodine deficiency. So your hair was falling or thinning, hair loss, tested your thyroid, something abnormal, so you supped with iodine. Cool. Glad you figured that out, Yeah, Uncle Walt was doing a fine job. No funny business today. It's that Anas Fanta. Have I seen reliable scientific argument against Dr. Greger? Dr. Greger, I want to get this clear. He's not a researcher per se. I mean, what he's doing is he's presenting research that others have done. Often, it's not connected. These researchers here might not know what these other guys were doing 10 years later on the same thing. He just kind of connects all the pieces of the puzzle together and tries to present them in a logical way. So I don't know how you debunk that. I mean, he's not really, putting any fantastic theories out there than connecting the dots of the conclusions of already done research. So you can try to debunk that, but that's ridiculous. It's like debunking me. I'm not a researcher, anyone could try to debunk anything, but what he's doing is really not really up for debunking. He's just already using previously known studies, evidence-based information, and presenting evidence-based information. Well, anyway. What's up, Peter? Some anti-vegans have attempted to debunk Dr. Gray. How do you debunk him? Like I said, you're going to have to just go off on some deep end, crazy tangent. I'm going to do some more SMR. He's not a researcher per se. He's like a meta researcher. He covers previously done research. Non-vegans say he's a quack. Again, why would Dr. Greger be a quack? He doesn't do any of this crazy research. He's just a person that collects and presents. Kind of like a more sophisticated version of what I do, kind of, Okay, so people are saying, oh, what are they saying, Peter? They're debunking him because he's bald and looks sick. I mean, I've seen pictures of him going back many, many years. He's always been bald. Some guys go bald in their early 20s. And non-vegans I'm talking about. That's just ridiculous. I don't debunk Joe Rogan because he's completely bald. That's genetic. It's really stupid how it's okay for Joe Rogan to eat all this meat, be completely bald, and has been for 20 years or so, 15 years. But Dr. Greger, vegan, is bald. See, I've talked about this all the time. The impossible standard that vegans must live up to. You have to be absolute perfection, an Adonis, bronze body. Because apparently I've learned if you don't have a great suntan, that's because you're vegan. Vegans somehow don't have the ability to go out in the sun and have their skin darken. It's completely insane. I don't think Uncle Walt knows half of it. What kind of hate that some just completely conspiracy theory nut people make up about vegans. Silence, violence, go vegan. I don't know. I guess I'll take that as a compliment that Joe Rogan looks worse than I do. I look kind of worse and he looks way worse. No, I'm just joking. Yeah. But yeah, he's completely bald. Not looking all that great, but he gets a free pass because he eats a ton of meat and acts really macho. Oh, cool. Your friend Myra says I don't look my age. Cool. Thank you. Like I said before, I think we're doing pretty good for being 53. I'm not bragging. I'm not saying, hey, I'm the I know someone's going to take this out of context like VD. I'm the greatest looking 53-year-old. That's why I made a funny voice so they'll know what's going on. I'm the greatest looking. I never said anything like that unless I'm just jesting like that. No, like I said, I think we're doing all right. So what I'm saying is, I'm not saying the vegan diet has made us look so awesome or whatever. I'm just saying the vegan diet hasn't like rotted us, deteriorated us like some haters like to say. Thanks, Uncle Walt. Thanks, Silences. And Corbin, thank you. Yeah, I wasn't like looking for a compliment or anything like that, you know. But I just point out that the double standard. Dr. Greger is bald, and that means it's the vegan diet is a fail. Joe Rogan is bald, but it doesn't mean that whatever he's doing is a fail. Why is that? How do they explain that? Oh, they'll say because he has bigger muscles. Well, how many times a week does Joe Rogan work out, and how many decades has he been working out? Dr. Greger's workout is on walking on a treadmill at a relatively low pace, easy rate. I mean, why would that build giant biceps and backs and quadriceps and hamstrings and glutes? It doesn't, you know? It would be a miracle if he happened to look like Joe Rogan muscularly. It doesn't, training on a treadmill doesn't do that. It's just, people have no idea. They think diet produces muscles. No, it's training that produces anything. If you want to look super buff, there's a way to do that through training. If you want to look really skinny, like a Tour de France cycler, there's a way to do that through training. It has nothing to do with diet. Dr. Bernard, he doesn't look sickly. I've met him. I mean, he looks amazing. The guy's like way older than me. He doesn't look bad at all. I'm going, God, if I can look like that at his age, I'm stoked. And Dr. McDougall, yeah, he's a really old man. I mean, come on. I mean, it's like they might as well make fun of their own grandfather, you know? That's really what McDougall is, an old grandfather, and people are making fun of him. Completely ridiculous. JL, is that true? Or are you joking there? Does Dr. Greger really walk 10 hours a day on the treadmill? I'm telling you honest, you make him pizza. Hell yeah. Wow. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, I'd like to see, like, say, Joe Rogan or Sean Baker walk on a treadmill for 10 hours. See, how do you do that? By changing your diet? No, you do it by that's specifically how you train. If you're doing that day in and day out, that's what you get good at. Your body starts to build up adaptation, so you get better at that. Wow, Corvid Moon. Wow, I wonder what the anti-vegans say about that. They probably don't know. Send me a link about that. I'd like to show that to the anti-vegans. 104-year-old vegan. Well, it's the end of my SMR. So what is it, Anna's? People have claimed that the whole food plant-based doctors cherry pick research. I mean, yeah, they do cherry pick research. They intentionally omit studies, or at least call out studies that have been funded by, say, the meat industries, the dairy industries, any money that goes from one of those industries into the research funding, the design of the research, which influences the conclusions of the research. Yeah, you're going to cherry pick those because industry funded studies are not to be trusted. What was the stat that industry studies have a way more statistically likely chance of finding the conclusion that they want rather than studies that are not funded by industry? So yeah, he's not going to just show every study whatsoever objectively, because some studies are just problematic from the get-go. So yeah, they do have a point. They just he's not highlighting the studies that they want, the ones, the anti-vegans enjoy these studies that are funded by the meat and dairy industries. And I want to contrast that. You're going to be hard-pressed to find any studies that are funded by the broccoli industry or the potato industry or the kale industry or whatever. You pick your plant industry, but it's pretty easy to find the meat and dairy industry funded studies. Just pointing that out there. Yeah, figures Peter. Yeah, she's always I don't know why she even has vegan in her name. She's such an anti-vegan. You know, I called her out for that years ago. She hasn't gotten any better. Yeah, speaking of gladiators, Ted in jail. Yeah, Dr. McDougall showed how gladiators ate a very not meat-heavy diet. Ooh, this is the end of my ASMR here, guys. Last little piece of jerky. Actually, yeah, Corvid, you can't paste a link, unfortunately. I just realized that only the moderators can paste links. So sorry, I asked you to do something that you can't do. My bad. Yeah, there you go, Johnny. Diet does kind of play a role. Yeah, if you're eating a bunch of processed food, donuts, you're probably not going to have the greatest abs unless you have some really just top-notch genetics. You love the ASMR? Gee, I ran out of ASMR stuff. Maybe I could text Angie to bring me some more seaweed. Let me do that. Actually, I don't need to text her. I can just send her a message. I love my Apple Watch, man. Not sponsored, but I dig it. Let's see if I can send her a message. You think you'd be able to bring me another seaweed? See if she gets that. Even though I send the message, it should go to her phone, but she doesn't always get the notifications. Am I snacking for dinner tonight? No, we're not. No, I'm just kind of snacking because we just got a shipment in from Ranch 99, a local, I guess they're a national chain of Chinese food, Asian food market. So we got some cool Asian snacks right now. Cashews, yeah, I'm almost out of my Karma nuts, and unfortunately, I didn't bring them in here. I used to keep them in here, but they're in another room right now. No, ashwagandha, is that what you're talking about? Yeah, it's one of the ingredients in my where is this at here? Let me take you to the Clean Machine website here. If you saw I think the vlog that just came out today, you'll see that they sent me some of the Cell Block 80 here. And one of the ingredients is ashwagandha, I believe. Let me find. Yeah, it has ashwagandha in there. Basically what it does, it's oh, I think I see my requests coming through here.
Wow, I know.
Oh,
Special delivery.
Thank you, Angie B. Got some more ASMR. I can do this with the ASMR too. I can just like crackle. I can crackle this right here.
You're so funny.
Yeah, I figure these are cool to eat. They're like munchy. They're very ASMR friendly, and they're not a ton of calories. Like, how many calories is one of these things? Like, let's see. 25 calories for this whole thing.
It's so delicious.
I know.
I don't like to buy them often because of that packaging, but it's so good.
I know. It's a lot of packaging for 25 calories, huh?
It sucks, yeah.
Yeah, all right, guys.
Like one big bag.
All right, cool. We're doing some more.
Oh my Gim, those are even better.
So which one? Oh my Gim. Wow. Oh, this stuff? This is good. This is very tasty.
It is
yeah.
tasty.
All right, we're doing some ASMR with this.
If you want some broad beans.
Hey, yeah, why don't you bring me a broad bean, too? All right, cool. All right, we're going to get a lot of weird ASMR here tonight. All right, there we go. Now, Angie, she wasn't ready to go on camera, guys. You know, she doesn't have all her look all put together or anything like that. All right, here's the first bite. ASMR. Oh, you going, Johnny Bravo? Good to see you, man. Good. Have a good evening. I hope you're feeling better. Quick, speedy recovery, Johnny. Yeah. You know, it doesn't suck being vegan. Hey, Anuj, I remember you from last time. My voice and accent is to blame for why you guys stay so long. I didn't know my voice and accent were so cool. What kind of accent do I have? Yeah. I agree, Nee, the Wonder Cat. I agree with you, but if you don't look great, anti-vegans will make some crazy video about you.
It's so good. I'll also give you a few of the rice crackers with seaweed.
All right, cool.
So we've got Japan, Taiwan, and Korea.
Japan, Taiwan. Well, so what are these here from? These are
Those are
Japanese,
Japanese.
right? So these are the rice crackers with seaweed, right?
Yeah, with nori.
All right, check this out. Rice crackers with nori seaweed.
Yes, it's such a great crunch.
What crunch, huh?
It's delicious.
Hmm.
Yeah, and the broad beans are from Taiwan.
Broad beans from Taiwan. Now I'm gonna change the title of this stream to like ASMR.
I'm not gonna be able to ASMR much longer.
I'm gonna change it right now. 'Cause that's what I'm doing.
You're so funny. Kind of thing. I think I did get one other kind of little cracker. I didn't really think you were gonna eat them all on Friday, but.
What is that called? ASMR vegan snacks. Vegan snacks. All right, cool. Since I got a lot of little stuff here. All right, cool. A surfer accent. I mean, I do like, like say a movie like Point Break, Keanu Reeves. I can relate to that. Yeah, people do like the sound of people eating. That's part of the appeal of ASMR. Yeah, so oh god, what kind of beans was this again? Angie just said it. I didn't even remember what she just said. This is a weird kind of bean that I really don't see all that too often. I don't know if it's just used in like Asian cooking, Chinese cooking. This weird bean. It's super crunchy. Now, I saw Vegan Gains was going to go live tonight, right? I'm just doing a workout. I mean, those are okay if you like, that's why I don't do workout videos. I think it's funner when the people are more engaging. When you're working out, you have to go away and do stuff. Yeah, Uncle Walt, he's from California too. What do you think, Uncle Walt? Do you have a California accent? You live pretty much your whole life here, or most of your life here. What do you think? Broad beans. Yes, that's it. Thank you. Broad beans.
Alright, have your bowl.
I couldn't remember the name of the beans. Someone remembered. Broad beans.
Alright, here's some soy sauce flavor.
Oh my god, even more.
Yeah, a soy sauce flavored cracker.
Oh my god, soy sauce flavored cracker.
They look like a noodle, right?
Let's try this out.
They're supposed to be ramen inspired.
Ramen?
Ramen inspired. Look at it. It kind of looks like a bunch of ramens.
Yeah, broad beans.
I'll give it some more broad beans.
Wow, that's good.
You like them?
Man.
I got soy sauce flavor and seaweed flavor.
Oh man.
I just thought, since I barely ever do 99 ranch orders, I just figure stuff out.
Asian vegan snacks for the win. This is awesome.
I did all this research to see the ingredient list and stuff, but you can see it was worth it.
That's good going. Picking out all the snacks.
Yeah, I want a couple more rice crackers.
All right, sure. A few more rice crackers. All right, cool.
All right, enjoy.
This will keep us going.
Hey, oh no, Joe's getting in.
Joe, get out of here. Oh man, Joe.
All the way in now.
Joe, come on, man.
He made it.
Come on, Daddy's working.
Joe's made it.
Come on, Joe.
He wants to love on your chair.
Well, ma'am.
Joe's in.
Joe. All right, I guess Joe's in.
Joe's made it. He's
And I guess the door's got to stay somewhat open.
I don't have to.
I gotta be careful munching this stuff, guys. Got a secret to admit. Not a secret, but I think I mentioned it before. I've had for maybe since like last summer or spring, maybe even, like my bottom right molar has kind of come and gone. Like I'll feel some pain for a bit. It'll go away for a few weeks or a few months and come back. I started feeling it again the past few weeks. I'm going, man, I really should go to the dentist. You know, it's probably getting worse and worse, whatever it is. But, you know, I thought I'd wait till things got better. They haven't got that much better. Thought maybe I'd have a vaccination of some kind by now. Not happening, but yeah, I really should go. Am I being dumb by not going? I mean, there's, you know, what do you guys think? Have you guys been going to the dentist? Especially, in fact, I today I made a big step. I called up my dentist. They're closed on Fridays. I knew that. But anyway, I called them up, left a message, see if they get back in touch with me next week. And okay, I should, yeah, I kind of explained to them what was going on. I've feeling it for a few months, intermittent pain. It's okay right now, but I felt it earlier today. I had a glass of water, actually. Just the coldness of the water kind of triggered it. So, yeah, I've been kind of putting it off, thinking I could just wait, but I don't think I should wait anymore. So what are you guys thinking? You been going? Yeah, I brush and floss. Since I don't go to the dentist, I haven't been going since COVID. I've been really careful. I brush, I floss. I have an oral irrigator, aka a water pick, and I make sure I get that tooth really good and try to flush everything out. I'll sometimes put in a little peroxide, hydrogen peroxide. Just squirt that in. I didn't realize that's, you know, safe to put in, and that kills bacteria and stuff. Boom. But anyway, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go. You know, it's something's going on, and I think I need a professional to tell me how it's going. All right, guys, you guys have convinced me. I have to weigh the risk out of going right now versus not going until a few more months. So hopefully next week they'll have a chance to have a look at it and get me in their schedule. Hopefully, but yeah, I mean, I'm way behind. I should have had my teeth cleaned like a year ago. I haven't. You know, I'm way behind. They would have caught it then. You think a root canal? I hope to God I don't need a friggin' root canal, man. Okay, Bill, that's what they did, huh? Now survey if he has symptoms. Wow. Yeah, that's what I figured, Uncle Walt. I figured I'd go in there, have them do an x-ray on the area. I'll probably need x-rays anyway. It's been a while. And then have my dentist look at the area too and figure out what's going on. So, yep, sucks. All right, I'm glad I asked you guys. Yeah, everyone seems to agree, go get it done, no matter what. So that's what I'm gonna do. Probably what'll happen is they'll call me up on Monday, and we'll take it from there. Yeah, I know I need to get a cleaning too, really badly. I'm the kind of person that needs to clean like 2 or 3 times a year, and I think I had 0 last year because of what's going on in the world. Nikki, well, your coworker must be an epidemiologist or virologist. Awesome, that's good to know. Oh, we got rid of JoJo. Awesome. I just felt a little sensitivity right now when I kind of bit down there. No, just gotta be careful, and hopefully, yeah, I'll get in and it won't be bad. Hopefully, it's just like some cavity they can feel, if that's what it is. Don't know. Stevie D's, vegan hero. What do I think about using the word Holocaust to describe farmed animals are experiencing? You're probably talking about the whole James Aspie thing going on right now, and he's getting a lot of attention doing that. I saw the other day too, he's saying people who eat meat is the same, like he's comparing, you know, the first of all, animals being killed to, like, you know, the genocide of the Jewish race by Hitler. Now he's comparing eating meat with mental illness. And he's getting a lot of media attention. And as far as I know, he's not apologizing one bit. He's just like digging his heels in even deeper. I mean, not acknowledging that some of these things are insensitive. I know, one of my vegan friends with mental illness replied to him saying, hey, mental illness is not a choice. Don't compare the two, So, yeah, I'm not into that, and it's insensitive to people to compare them to animals. It's insensitive to people with mental illness to compare them, to say that's the same as eating meat. It's just a lot of insensitivity going on there, so he can get some publicity. I don't think that's the way to do it. And when you're attracting attention, but it's not the right kind of attention. I'm just kind of disappointed in him, to be completely honest with you. I mean, I haven't followed him that much. I don't know too much about him, but a little bit I know. I've not been impressed with him at all the past few weeks. Oh yeah, and as Peter's been telling me, he let a dog die too, It's like, what kind of vegan does that, Well, he's not backing down, though. Produce, not pills. He's like, and vegans with mental illness tell him, don't make that comparison. Meat eating is a choice, but mental illness is not a choice. You can't compare meat eating to mental illness. It's just wrong. It doesn't understand the nature of mental illness. I'm just saying, Stevie. First of all, I don't think Jewish people are going to be compared to animals. I don't think any ethnic group wants to be compared to animals. Secondly, the Holocaust, it's different. It's kind of an apple and oranges comparison. The Holocaust, as Hitler intended it, I can't believe we're talking about this, was to erase a complete race of people off the planet. That's not what's going on with animal agriculture. It's not to make cows become extinct. It's to keep continually breeding them into existence, so there can be profits and fortunes from that practice. So it's kind of it's not a great comparison. It really is an apples and oranges. It's not apples and apples that is being compared in that analogy. That's one reason. That's another. I just don't like it for all these reasons I'm talking about here. The insensitivity. It's not a proper comparison. So Stevie D's, you think this is great? You think James should be out there comparing what Hitler did to erasing the Jews off the planet to animal agriculture? You don't think that's insensitive to people? Here's the whole point. Why do we need to compare the suffering of one group to the suffering of another group? We just can agree there's suffering, right? There's inherent suffering. Why do we have to compare the suffering? It wasn't Germany. You study your history. He invaded other countries. Check out Poland. Check out. It's not just Germany, guys. Don't try to make him look better than he did. He's an evil, horrible human. I know I've seen many definitions of the word Holocaust. I'm just saying, I just think it's lacking that comparison. It's not a one-to-one comparison. Like I said, there's different results. And secondly, it's insensitive to the people that you're comparing it to. I don't think Jewish people want to have their Holocaust experience be compared to the plight of animals. That's all I'm saying. We can agree to disagree about that, but that's how I feel. And, me as a vegan, I'm not totally excited about what he's been saying. Imagine how non-vegans are reacting. Most are not reacting any more positively than I am. In fact, most are reacting much more negatively than I am. I'm being cool, is what I'm saying here. Let's see. Peter. What's that? Thanks for the Streamlabs tip there, Peter. Dr. Alex Hirschkraft wasn't comparing animal culture. I don't even know who Dr. Alex Hirschkraft is. Is he the one that James is justifying his use of the comparison? Hirschkraft, yeah, that's it. He wasn't comparing animal agriculture to the Holocaust. He was saying that it's like another Holocaust, and he would know because he escaped the Jewish Holocaust when he was 5. That's cool. I mean, you know, if a Jewish man says that, awesome. I'm not gonna bag on anything that Alex Hirschkraft said. You know, he's gonna say that. Totally cool. You know, he has the right to say that from every vantage point. Not sure if James does though. That's what I'm saying. Let's see. Choppin' Turv 808s? You like drum machines, man? You're wrong, mate. You've been lied to? Who are you talking about? What have I been lied to about? Please, are you talking to me? Okay, we're kind of getting way off track here. Let me get to the definition of veganism here. You know, a lot of people like to use a lot of flowery adjectives here. So, here's what's happening with animals without using any flowery adjectives here. Let's just read the definition of vegan according to the Vegan Society. It's a philosophy and a way of living which seeks to exclude what? As far as possible and practical, all forms of exploitation and cruelty to animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose. And that's what I'm vehemently against. Cruelty and exploitation to animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose. So we were trying to decorate it with other more flowery language. You know, that's cool. You're kind of on your own there. I mean, you're kind of going away from this, you know, well-accepted definition. So this is what I'm against. So you want to split hairs? Do I like this word better than that word? I'm against cruelty and exploitation to animals. You know, I mean, it seems pretty, you know, cut and dry what my beliefs are there. So Stevie D says, me, who's dedicated the last 7 years to promoting veganism, probably longer than James Aspie has. So what are you saying here? I'm extending speciesist ideologies because I don't condone using the Holocaust word. Really? So everything I'm here is doing null and void. I am extending speciesist ideologies. Well, who the hell are you? I mean, who are you to judge me? Just because I don't agree to do activism in the way that you do, I'm somehow lesser than you? I mean, what are you? Level 997 vegan, and you can look down on the rest of us who don't use the same verbiage that you prefer? You know, I'll just kindly say you can kind of screw yourself if you think you're that much better than me. You know, I don't think I'm better than you. You know, I don't think I'm better than James, but I can give you my opinion about it. You know, and my honest opinion. Silences. What? Joey Carbstrong did a good video about vegan language. Oh, cool. Is it a newer one or an older one? Let me know. I'll check that out. Yeah, Michael, they're all different kinds of vegans. There's the extreme activist ones that one uses more extreme language. That's them. Dr. Greger doesn't use Holocaust. Dr. Garth Davis doesn't use the word Holocaust. I mean, a whole bunch don't. So you're going to say, just because someone's using the word Holocaust, they're a better vegan activist than, like, say, Dr. Garth Davis, a published author, national TV, you know, appearances, published studies. I mean, you're saying you're a better activist because you use the word Holocaust? That's all it takes. All you have to do is go out there and say the word Holocaust, and you're a better activist than me or Garth Davis or Mike the Vegan. Wow. I didn't know that's all it took. Yeah, when I said Dr. Greger, you're right, Peter. That's why I pulled out Dr. Garth Davis, who is like Dr. Greger in the sense versed in the scientific aspects of veganism, the scientific literature, I should say, but also he's an ethical vegan. He's made that clear. I know Dr. Avi. So what's your question there? Tell it like it is. Cute name. Yeah, I've had Dr. Avi on my show before. And how he's exposed the fallacies of Greger, Ornish, and Esselstyn. I know Dr. Avi has a very specific definition of what constitutes reversal of heart disease. They're all on the same page when it comes to that plant-based diets improve heart disease. You have a statistically lower chance of developing and dying of heart disease if you eat a whole food plant-based diet. They're just disagreeing on one thing. Does the plaque reversal truly factually happen? And it has a very narrow definition of what constitutes that, making it harder to prove. I don't know. That's an issue for the doctors and researchers to debate. But I mean, that's not really why I got into veganism. I got it so the animals don't have to die for me to live. But that said, I appreciate the heart health gains that come from it. Even Dr. Avi will be the first to admit that those are true. Sean North, well, 35-year vegan and not an activist at all. Maybe a coin one. See, according to that person I told to kindly screw himself, you're not a proper vegan because you're not using like extreme language in your vegan life, you know? Yeah, Ethan, I haven't had a chance to check out what's her name? Mexi's video. Yeah, sorry. Anonymous, yeah. We totally remember you, for sure. Yeah, Stevie D's. Holocaust is extreme language. When you utter the word Holocaust, it evokes some very, extreme visions, some extreme concepts in people's minds. You don't need to invoke the Holocaust in order to explain the inherent cruelty and exploitation that's involved in taking a live animal and needlessly killing it in any manner. I don't care if they try to whitewash it. Oh, it's going to be killed humanely. There's no such thing as that. Explaining the inherent cruelty in killing an animal. You don't need to invoke the Holocaust to do that. I mean, if you want to do that, cool. Go for it, But don't expect every vegan to be comfortable with bringing up the Holocaust and all that goes along with that. So if you want to do it, that's on you. But you expect Dr. Garth Davis to do it. You expect Dr. Avi to do it, Mike the Vegan to do it, me to do it, Vegan Gains. You expect everyone to be a vegan activist exactly like you. And that's completely stupid. I don't know how a better way to say it than stupid. I mean, that's like Dr. Garth Davis expecting everyone to be a vegan activist like him. Get a medical degree and be a doctor and a vegan activist. Not everyone is cut out for that. Not everyone can do that. It's like being a vegan activist like, say, me or Dr. Avi, using, science and logic to prove our points, You might not be able to do that. So use what's good with you. If you like using extreme, explosive language, that's your thing. Be the Michael Jordan of extreme and explosive and divisive language. But, I don't want to see Dr. Garth Davis doing that or Mike the Vegan or all these other people I mentioned. I'm just saying, Stevie D's, who cares which article, if I use the definite article the or the indefinite article a in front of the word Holocaust. I'm just saying there's no need to invoke the word Holocaust when describing the exploitation and cruelty to animals involving killing them for food, clothing, or any other purpose. You don't have to bring up that word. And if you do, you just go do it. If that's the way you want to be a vegan activist, go for it. I'm giving you my blessing. Go do it, but don't expect everyone to do it your way, because your way isn't necessarily the one and only way. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not the one and only way. If you think that, you're fascist. Yeah, but let's move on. Stevie D's. You've said what you had to say, and I totally disagree with you. I don't appreciate your fascism coming over here and telling me how I should be a vegan activist. And furthermore, what is the most superior kind of vegan activism? My kind is inferior to what you're doing because I don't use the verbs or the nouns that you do. That's just completely fascist thinking. Do I prefer Trump or Biden? That's a false dichotomy. Where's all the other dozens and hundreds of other people that could be in charge of our country? Hey, Uncle Walt, let's get on something else here. CVDs, I'm calling you fascist because you're following the definition of fascist. You have a fixed, firm belief that won't allow for any other viewpoints to get in. And furthermore, you believe your fixed, firm belief is superior to all others. And you want all those others who are beneath you to conform to your way of thinking. I don't want to do that. I've never been, I don't let people tell me how to think. Thank you. I can think for myself. I can reason through issues myself without Stevie D's spoon feeding me the exact way of presenting veganism. The way I do it is my way. And that's my way. It's different from Mike the Vegan's way. It's different from Joey Carbstrong's way. It's different from Dr. Garth Davis's way. We all have our own ways of doing it. If you can't respect that, you have some fascist tendencies. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to impose my way on you. I'm not trying to impose my way on vegan gangs or anyone else for that matter. You see, you can't respect my way. See, Steve, you can't respect my way of being vegan. So we're not going to entertain any more questions from you until you can move on from that. See, where was Uncle Walt? You had a great question there, Uncle Walt. What do I think about using plant extracts for specific nutrients, but having to eat pounds of the plant that it's found? What are you talking? What in particular, Uncle Walt? Let me know what you have in mind there. Like, what plant extracts are we talking about? Sarah, hey, how's it going, Sarah? Good to see you, my Cocteau Twins friend. Yeah, Andre, I'm totally moved on, You can't have a discussion with someone who thinks that they are superior to you in all ways. There's just no way to do that. Anonymous, no, I didn't know that you were vegan. I don't know. Are you vegan? Well, good thing you found our channel then, Anonymous. Let's see, so Uncle Walt, you're thinking about extracts for broccoli and I'm not sure, sulfur-furan. I've never heard of that. Here's my take on that. Yeah, if you want to do that, that's probably cool. The thing is, the nutrient that you're hoping to get from the extract from those plants might not be digested and bioassimilated in the same way that it would be if it were like eaten as a whole food plant. Things get processed differently by the body depending what the body's how it takes in the food. So that's what I'm worried. It might not have the bioavailability that you think it might. You might want to do a little bit of research on that. That's my I don't know if fear is the right word. Or concern I would have about having a plant extract versus just eating the whole plant. And maybe if you can get it condensed, like how I get my, let's see, let me get my duckweed image here. Like when I get the Clean Machine Green Protein here, it's a whole food plant still. It's not like, You know, it's not like extracts or anything. It's duckweed just ground down into a powder. Kind of like when I get a banana or 8 bananas and grind it down into a smoothie. Same thing. You're getting all the whole food package that you know that makes makes the food bioavailable and you absorb it in a healthy way. You're not just getting it slammed like if you just have sugar without the fiber. You know what I'm getting at? So that would be my concern there, Uncle Walt. But give it a shot and do a little research on that for sure. Let's see. Let's see. 6 minutes ago, Ox. I'm sorry, I didn't get your super chat question answered. I'm not seeing them display on the screen today. Are you guys seeing that? But Ox, let's see. You've been vegan 10 years. Lately, I've been teased a lot by my friends who are into keto. It happens, right? They laugh at how many carbs I eat and say carbs are bad. I'm not bothered, but what are your thoughts on it? Have you explained this? Yeah, I mean, they don't understand what carbs are. I mean, a lot like when your average person thinks of carbs, they're thinking of French fries, which start off as a carb-rich food like potatoes, but then deep fried in oil, which is 100% fat. They think of donuts, which starts off as bread and gets dipped in oil. So, I mean, those aren't carbs. Those are high-fat foods. A high-carb food is like something like fruits and grains and stuff like that. And if you want to see if carbs make you fat, look at the cultures where they eat tons of rice. Go to like say Vietnam, the highest per capita rice eaters in the world, and they have low BMIs. They have low incidence of these diseases that the keto people think we're all going to get, like diabetes and heart disease. So it's just complete nonsense. I mean, how many people do you see, like vegans are typically eating high carb diets only because plants are high in carbohydrate, unless you eat a bunch of nuts and seeds all the time, which I like, but not like overdo it. But anyway, my point is you're not going to meet too many like obese vegans. Like we should be obese according to these bro theories that you see from keto people. So just tell them, where are all the obese vegans at? And how come all the rice eaters in Vietnam are, relatively thin compared to people out here and don't have diabetes and stuff? And Peter, thanks for the super chat tip there. He said, what did James Asby say about disability in animals? I have autism, so if he mocked disability, that's pretty offensive. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to put words in his mouth, but basically he said, eating animal products, meat, whatever, is comparable to having mental problems, mental issues, just take your pick, like say depression, autism. I mean, those are not choices. Those are something you have. Eating meat is a choice. Having mental disabilities or mental issues, depression, these aren't choices. So that comparison is first flat out factually wrong, and secondly, once again, it's offensive to people who have these conditions, and that's why I don't like these comparisons. You don't have to invoke mental illness. That's the word I was looking for, mental illness, to describe what's happening with animals as far as the exploitation and cruelty to animals. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Okay, you're still there, Ox. Sorry it took me a little bit longer. But yeah, keto people it's bro science. It's bro science. If you want to be thin and ripped, you can do that as a vegan. There's nothing magical about keto that does that. Yeah, sure, you lose about, several pounds of water weight in the first week or so, and that's it. Everything from there, as far as weight loss goes, is due solely to caloric restriction. M. Bond, good question. Why do I assume people that don't like carbs don't know what carbs are? And I mean, I'm just going by what people tell me. I mean, yeah, some people might know what whole food plant carbs are and still be afraid of carbs, but that's a small minority. Most people I see bagging on carbs, like I'll see them, they'll get a plate of French fries delivered to them and go, this is a bunch of carbs. I can't eat this. It's like, no, it's actually, if you break it down, the macronutrient profile, I'm pretty sure it's higher in fat as far as calories coming from fat than carbohydrates. So I think a lot of people just don't know what carbs are. They think carbs are like some kind of weird processed food. Like, no, whole foods. Like, whoever said, what medical doctors have said, don't eat bananas. They're horrible for you. There's too many carbohydrates in them. You know, don't eat mangoes or pick your fruit. There's too many carbs. Don't eat blueberries. There's too many carbs. I mean, usually that's not what the keto people are talking about, but, you know, some are. But your average lay person, not keto, not vegan, they're usually thinking of like donuts and French fries. That's what I'm getting at there. Cool. Well, you're around a more informed group of people there in Bond. Yeah, I'm saying there are people that know that, like, yeah, rice, potatoes, and fruit are carbs. But the thing is, are they afraid of them? And if so, where is the medical or scientific justification for that? Ask them, show me the study that shows if I eat all these like bananas and rice, if I just eat whole food plants, which are naturally high in carbs, where is the study that shows I'm at higher risk of diabetes, stroke, heart disease? Show me the studies, because they don't exist. Is this why we're asking about? I'm wearing a carbivore short today, huh? Corn? Adam, corn is an antidote to coronavirus. If you know any studies that show that, I would love to see that. I have not seen any science indicating that any food is an antidote to any virus, but if you want to show me that, you know, I'm open to see it. Vegan Gains is now going live. He's just going to be doing squats and deadlifts, right? I mean, how exciting is that? Seeing Vegan Gains, oh, I'm going to do a squat. Yep, I'm doing a squat. You know, I mean, how exciting is that? Stay here. We're going to have more fun than watching Vegan Gains do deadlifts and squats, you know? Oh, Shava machine. It depends what she meant. What's the context that a carb is a carb is a carb? But yeah, a carb is a carb. A carbohydrate is a carbohydrate. However, if you have fear of carbs, when you see a donut, well, you're actually fearing fat. Because like I said, there's more calories from fat in a typical donut than there is carbohydrates, you know? So, I mean, yeah, you're getting fat and carbs there together. Oh, Vegan Gains hasn't been live for a few hours. I saw that coming up earlier when I was getting ready to come on. Like, oh man, I'm going to be competing against Vegan Gains, but he's just going to be lifting weights. How exciting can that be, you know? No dissing on you, Richard, you know? I love you, you know, I watch your live streams. Belle, what are some ingredients or staples that I always need to have in my kitchen or pantry? Well, first of all, bananas. I mean, that's often what inspires us to get a new market order in, is when we see I only have like maybe like 15, 20 bananas left. Like, oh man, my bananas are kind of low, you know, let's get some more bananas. God forbid I get down to like one bunch of bananas. So yeah, bananas are huge. I also like to have my oatmeal and muesli. If that gets low, I get panicked a little bit too. That's me. Angie probably has hers, but those are mine. And beans. I like to have beans handy as well. So, yeah. Good question there. Okay, Shava machine. When she said a carb is a carb is a carb, she meant it like mean, right? But felt embarrassed later on after saying that. Cool. Okay, thanks for sharing that, Uncle. Well, yeah, so yeah, do some research on if you want to take any plant extracts like that. You know, I mean, I don't take any. You know, I just prefer to get my nutrition from the plants I'm eating, and you know, I get a little extra help from like the duckweed. You know, but that's about it. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Their silences, violence, go vegan. I'm not sure. Oatmeal, basically. I like to have my oats handy. Um, Okay, Peter, go check out Vegan Gains. Tell him I said hello. Yeah, well, I mean, if you want to explore that, that's cool. I don't think they're necessary unless you have some kind of like diagnosed deficiency of some kind. You're probably fine. You know, I'm not a medical doctor or anything like that. But yeah, if you have some kind of diagnosed deficiency, you kind of need those nutrients, I would explore that more. Like I said, I just focus on eating a wide, diverse range of primarily whole food plants. So I know I'm getting a bunch of different nutrients all throughout the day, all throughout the week, you know, and different ones since we eat different foods. Like today with all this here, you know, I got some iodine, which I don't get on a daily basis. So I'll get a little more iodine here. Yeah, we eat pasta sometimes, Nikki. Maybe like once every week or two. Or not even that often. Maybe every 2 or 3 weeks. Like we're just in a hurry. I just whip out the angel hair pasta, get some pasta sauce out, throw in some maybe spinach and mushrooms to make it a little more, you know, nutrient diverse. And yeah, call it a day. Let's see. Leo Venus left YouTube. Shava machine. What's up with that? No, I didn't hear about that. Tell me. Iodine. That's what I said there. Let me do some more ASMR. Iodine. I'll try to remember to watch it, Ethan. I will, man. Especially keep asking. Oh, well, Atomic Vegan. Thanks for the super chat tip there. For your ASMR snack fund. Oh, it's AJ Vintage. I forgot. Yeah, you have the separate accounts there. Yeah, I remember that now. Thank you so much, AJ/Atomic Vegan. Much appreciated there. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we need some more ASMR snack fund here, huh? Thanks so much. Stevie D's, I'm just going to give you a friendly warning here, man. Just knock it off. I don't like being told I'm perpetuating speciesist ideologies. I'm a 7-year vegan. I've quit all my past careers basically to devote my life to saving the animals, saving the earth. I mean, and you're going to say I'm perpetuating speciesist ideologies because I prefer to describe veganism something in terms different than you prefer. I'm going by the Vegan Society's description of veganism here. Like I said, you're on your own and good for you. If you want to go down that path, my blessings. I'm not telling you how to think, but you're telling me how to think. I'm perpetuating speciesist ideologies because I say veganism is a philosophy and way of living which seeks to exclude as much as practical and possible all forms of cruelty to animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose. I'm being speciesist when I say that. I mean, that is just what's preposterous and annoying. That you're coming on here and telling me that I'm perpetuating species ideologies because I say that instead of what you would like me to say. Can you see how not hypocritical, just how so you know, you're just on this pedestal looking down telling me how I should be a vegan. You get that? I don't really particularly enjoy someone telling me how I should be vegan. Anyway, let's get back to the main screen here. Stevie D's, again, you're being fascist, and you're in the sense that you are telling me how I should be vegan. I don't consume any animal products whatsoever for food, clothing, or any other purpose. I'm on YouTube, social media, I've been on it for 7 years, promoting the many benefits of a vegan diet, the healthful benefits, the environmental benefits, not killing the animals benefits. But I'm speciesist because I don't use the language that you want me to. Can you see how you are being fascist there in the sense that you are telling me how I should do my job? I'm telling you, do your job the way you want to do it. I'm not here to like say here's the one way to describe veganism. So I hope you get that. I'm not telling you how to do your job, but you're telling me how to do my job because I'm perpetuating speciesist ideologies because I'm not being an activist the way you are. I mean, you know, if you're going to be like that, I'll side with, say, Dr. like Garth Davis. Whatever he's doing, I'm going to keep doing. I'm just not going to be a medical doctor, but I'm going to keep using the verbiage and language that Dr. Garth Davis does because I look up to him. I respect him immensely. It's fact-based, evidence-based, and he doesn't tell me how to do my job. So I'm just giving you a little warning here, Stevie D's. If you continue on speaking down to me like this, we're gonna just I'm just gonna have to put you so you can't comment to me anymore. Okay, so we're gonna agree to disagree. Please don't tell me how to do my job. Please don't tell me how to speak. This is my mouth, this is my brain, and I have a degree in philosophy. I've studied morality and ethics on the undergrad and graduate level. I think I can reason through these issues on my own, please. Not to saying I'm wrong. I mean, I'm never wrong, but please, I don't like someone tell me how to think. I don't want that. I don't want to be told how to think. I'm a free thinker. Okay, so let's move on from that. Steven Adams, my favorite meal after lifting weights. Always the same thing. I mean, 99% of the time, it's always the same thing. Banana smoothie, and followed by the definition of vegan. No, followed by some clean green protein, which is basically a whole food plant, duckweed, all ground up. It has an amino acid profile that's pretty darn similar to what's found in whey protein, but there's no cruelty or harm. Not being speciesist there, but I'm ingesting duckweed instead of animal bits. And it's got bioavailable B12. It's got omega-3 fatty acids. That's what I put in there. Like 7-8 bananas, depending how big they are and how hungry I am. Hey, Black Hist. Oh, it looks like one of our moderators timed out Stevie D's. Thank you, Joseph Michael, for doing that. Thank you. I should have done that. I've just been too nice. Thank you for doing that. I really don't appreciate people coming here and telling me how Ryan Lum, a 7-year vegan activist and a vegan of over 10 years, needs to phrase things. And if I don't, I'm somehow being speciesist, promoting speciesist ideologies. I really don't need someone high and mighty to come here and tell me how I should be a vegan activist. It's like I don't come there and tell Dr. Garth Davis, hey, quit being a doctor. You need to quit and you need to go out and yell at people and stuff. Anyway. Yes, Uncle Walt, be cool and chill to people. That's how we do it. If you want to be more confrontational and mean, I'll be confrontational. And when I do a debate and show how people's reasons why they couldn't be vegan absolutely make zero sense, any excuse they have is just an excuse. I'm strong when it comes to that, but outside of that, I'm fairly friendly, and I think people respond to that more than me being standing on a pedestal, all high and mighty, and telling people how they should do things. Middle Earthling, yeah, duckweed, chickpeas. When will this species' language end, huh? And be awesome to each other. Yeah, that's why I like to watch Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure every couple years. Just stay focused. Yes, thanks again, Joseph Michael. Yeah, some people never learn, and let's move on to people that want to. Yeah, and thanks for timing him out. I guess I was just being too kind, but thank you. Yeah, again, please. I respect people with differing opinions of mine, non-vegans and vegans. But please, I don't care who you are, please don't tell me how I must be a vegan activist, which words I can or cannot use, or else I'm somehow a bad vegan perpetuating speciesist ideology or anything like that. Please, I'm an independent thinker, and I don't need someone to force feed me how to speak. Think about that. You want to force feed someone how to speak. That's really dangerous. Anonymous, what are my reasons for being vegan in order of importance? There's the three, what got me into veganism originally, first and foremost, was realizing that I didn't need to kill animals in order for me to live. Oh, but I'm being speciesist when I say that, huh? Because I'm not saying the words that this dude wanted me to say, Stevie, I became vegan because I felt it was morally wrong to kill animals in order for me to live, because it's needless. There's plants. So that was the first reason. Secondly, I learned about the health benefits, and then later on the environmental benefits. Basically, if we were all to go vegan and plant-based, we'd have a great chance of fighting climate change. So I'm passionate about all three of them, to be honest with you. I call it the triple win. put one over the other, even though, yeah, I'm an ethical vegan, but I also want to save the planet. I think that's a very noble cause too. Yeah, I'm against the needless slaughter of 80 billion animals annually here, but I'm also against us needlessly destroying the planet so we won't be able to live on it in the not too distant future. And I'm also, being in my 50s, enjoy the healthful benefits that come from a vegan diet. So I love all three benefits. Thanks you, Nikki Mickey. Yes, we are a friendly vegan channel. You know, one of the few, so I want to keep it that way too. Yeah, angry vegan. I agree with that position. That the definition of vegan, as I've shown several times, is a lifestyle that seeks to avoid as much as practical and possible all forms of cruelty to animals for food, clothing, and earning a purpose. It's all about animals, the immorality of killing animals for food. However, like I said, some people come for a different reason. Like Rich Roll is a great example. He came for health reasons. He's an ethical vegan now as well, but I think you can have all three. Yeah, whichever reason you come for, if it's not for the animals, you come for the environment. A lot of people say Greta Thunberg probably came for the environment and now, understands ethical veganism, I believe. So whatever reason you come for, stay and you'll learn more, hopefully. And you'll see that, yeah, it's ultimately an ethical, moral decision. Let's see. What's my favorite local fruit? Asked Steven. Great question. I prefer to have cherries, local, in season, California grown cherries when they're available, like in late spring, early summer. I go nuts. I save up my money. I'll probably do a live stream, raise a little funds, and then buy a boat ton of cherries when they're in season. I'll just eat them like every night for like a month, till the first few weeks I'm loving it. By the end of it, I'm kind of over it. I'm glad the season's kind of over, sort of. Yeah, Middle Earthling, come for the health or come for the environment and stay for the animals and become passionate about the animals, passionate about them. Um, Uncle, well, I really don't know what Greenpeace does much anymore. So, I support environmental activists for sure. That said, I don't know exactly what they're doing. Maybe they're doing something really lame right now. I don't know. I have to vet them before I would give my stamp of approval. But on the face of it, yeah, environmental activism, I'm behind it because we need to save our planet from the imminent destruction that humans are causing via animal agriculture, through fossil fuels. We need to do something about it. So if they're taking a hard stand on that, I'm cool with that. But like I said, I'm not vetting them. I don't know what else they do. I own it, yeah, a cherry pitter, a little machine. Well, you put the cherry in, yeah, it just squeezes the pit out. Yeah, actually, one of you guys, a viewer, got us a cherry pitter, sent it to us. Before, I was just ripping it out, cutting it out or something like that. So thank you guys. Yeah, I know there's some, yeah, that's why I didn't want to give my full blessing to Greenpeace, but I'm just saying my full blessing to environmental activism. So maybe they're doing some good, raising some awareness, but yeah, maybe they're being counterproductive towards that end and other aspects of their practice. I'm really not researched on Greenpeace, like I said, to make a big statement of endorsement or anything like that. Jaden. Also, Ryan, California cherries. Oh, that's a privilege. I live in California. Yeah, if I lived in England or something, California cherries would be a privilege, but that's what grows here in California. California cherries. That's the most local cherries to me here. Real vegans eat the pits. No way. No way, man. Those things are rough, man. No way. I think I swallowed one time accidentally, but yeah, I'm not surprised, Peter. I'm not surprised, you know. You're with me, Jaden. Same as you, though you're a climate activist, you legit care about all three aspects of veganism: animal ethics, you know, the morality of killing animals, the immorality of that, I should say, the environmental benefits of vegan diets, and the healthful benefits. Why do we have to choose? Yeah, it's like a false dichotomy. And this time, is that a trichotomy when there's three of them? I mean, yeah, why make a decision? Like, they're all great. They're all wonderful. I think, you know, saving the planet is a very noble decision when you think about it. Because if you really care about the animals, they need a planet to live on just as much as we do, too. You know, these are all noble causes. Caring about your health is, I think, very important, especially as you age. Yeah, and obviously, yeah, caring about the animals. That's why I got into veganism, because I thought it was wrong to kill animals when you don't have to. It's been a while since I've seen Cowspiracy, Peter. I probably haven't seen it since it came out. So they wouldn't even give them an interview? Wow, that's crazy. They wouldn't even give them an interview. Yeah, that's kind of, yeah, not cool. Do I like durian fruit? A little bit. Sometimes they're like, you know, all frozen and stuff when you find it here. So it's, you know, I want to eat some in the tropics sometime. I've never had like a fresh, unfrozen durian before. Yeah, we get Rainier cherries here. We get Bing, Rainier, and several other kinds too. I forget all their names right now. But yeah, we get them all here in California too. Corvid Moon, and you should see Cowspiracy. I believe it's still streaming on Netflix. Watch it, please do. Thanks, Uncle Walt. That was worse than a false dichotomy, a false like trichotomy, a false, you know, three, like it could be, you know, I'm saying, but yeah. Yeah, Cowspiracy is a great documentary, and that it focuses on the environmental destruction that animal agriculture is causing upon our planet. So if that makes someone become vegan, even though that animal is that movie Cowspiracy didn't really focus really on the immorality of animal agriculture and slaughterhouses. It showed how it's wrecking the world, but if that's enough to like make you realize that whole practice is wrong, you go vegan, and then you realize too, yeah, I care about the animals too. So I don't think it really matters why people come to veganism. Like I said, stay a while, learn, listen, and you'll see the triple win of veganism. The super clear triple win. Rooney Max, do I color my hair? No, I haven't dyed my hair since like maybe 1989 or something like that, when I was like goth, you know, not goth, but whatever, you know, it was the 80s. However, that being said, Angie and I were looking into some henna, you know, the henna dye, which is like, you know, way less harmful on your hair. You don't have to bleach it. I might put some henna color in maybe sometime. We haven't ordered it yet, you know, but we're, you know, we were researching it a little bit a few weeks ago. I might dye my hair with some henna color. We'll see. That could be kind of fun. Again, not that I need to, just because I want to, because life is fun, right? Have some fun with it. Michael, do I ever eat bread with vegan butter? Once in a blue moon. Man, I can't remember the last time I've done that. But yeah, I've done it before, especially like when we go on a little picnic or something. So that's something that we might make or pack along, some bread and a vegan butter. Pretty rarely, because we usually don't have vegan butter in the house. It's pretty rare that we have vegan butter. I can't remember the last time we had vegan butter. Might have had it on the holidays to make some mashed potatoes, but I can't even say that with any certainty. Yeah, Uncle Walt. I should just be on a vegan t-shirt, Uncle Walt. Can I trademark that from you? Taking care of animals is honorable. Mm-hmm. Produce Nut Pills, really? How is henna worse for your hair? Let me know. Because, yeah, you don't have to bleach it to color it. You know, like if I wanted to dye my hair kind of red or something, I'd have to like make it bleach and then put the color on top. How is henna worse? Just kind of curious. I've never used henna dye in my life. Please tell me if any of you guys know more about it than I do. Sounds like you might there. Wow, Dominion in a theater, Angry Vegan. Wow, yeah, I'm surprised only half the audience walked out. Wow, yeah, I couldn't watch that. Yeah, I mean, I think I already know about animal agriculture. I know about the horrors of it, so I don't really need to see it again. It doesn't please me to see that, of course. It doesn't make my activism any stronger because I'm already working hard. So yeah, I can't take it because it saddens me. You guys see our videos here. We're friends with all the animals. We're friends with the squirrels, the possums, the raccoons. We love them, you know. And to see any kind of animal being harmed like that and on a mass scale, it's devastating. Binaural beats. Is that a specific thing, or are you talking about like binaural audio, Steven? Wow, Peter, you showed your friend the movie Dominion. He was vegan right after. Yeah, that's what it's good for. If someone who's not aware of that, just kind of blissfully unaware, living their life, and if they see something like that, and that's the shock that makes them go vegan, that's who needs to see the movie. I'm already vegan. I'm already hardcore. You know, I think I'm good. You know, so if that's the best audience for that movie. Someone who's not vegan, who might be shocked out of their dogmatic slumbers and all of a sudden realize, hey, this is wrong and I'm going vegan immediately. Denmark. Wow, I was just doing some ASMR. I'm all done. Well, since someone came here with an ASMR name and in Denmark, it must be really late or early there in Denmark. Huh? I'm going to have a little more ASMR here. Hey, Tracy, what's up? You came back in time for me to do a little ASMR here. You missed some sparks earlier, Tracy. Someone came on here and said, since I don't frequently use the word Holocaust in my vegan activism, that I'm perpetuating speciesist ideologies. I'm like somehow a lower level vegan than he and his friends who like to use that word. It's basically telling me how I should be vegan, the words I should use, what I need to do to be a vegan activist. And if I don't do that, I suck. I mean, so you missed that. That was kind of fun. Let's do some crunch here. What am I ignoring, Anonymous? Am I optimistic about the future of humanity? Depends on what day you ask me. Sometimes I just go, man, I see so much stupidity in the world, so much cruelty in the world. My optimism wanes. Then I see something positive happen, and a mass experience of happiness or love or goodness, and then the optimism comes back. So it depends what do you ask me. All right, crunch. Oh yeah, Tracy, I made Uncle Walt a moderator last time, and I told him it's solely because I want to be able to make sure he's the real Uncle Walt. Yeah, someone was trying to impersonate Uncle Walt before. So yeah, Uncle Walt doesn't have to use the band hammer or anything like that. Just so I know it's really, truly Uncle Walt. I don't have to have in the back of mind, is that the right Uncle Walt or not? Because it looked a lot like Uncle Walt. His hue was just a little different color. So I wanted to make sure it's really Uncle Walt. Anonymous, how intelligent do I consider myself to be? Wow, I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, you know I'm not dumb. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but I don't consider myself to be like a genius or anything like that. You know, I do all right for myself. Yeah. You know, I'm doing all right. Yeah, you guys remember the fake Uncle Walt? That sucked, having someone impersonate Uncle Walt. So I just had to just nip that in the bud. I don't want that to ever happen again. So if I ever see Uncle Walt with the wrench there, I know it's the real Uncle Walt TM. Stevie D's. I don't know if anyone in the world has ever... Here's the guy that said I'm perpetuating speciesism, species ideology. Steve, I don't know anyone who's ever gone vegan because someone used the word Holocaust. However, as we saw here from Peter, one of our longtime viewers, he said he showed his friend the movie Dominion one night, and next night the person went vegan. Was the word Holocaust ever used in there? Tell me. I don't know. Let me know. Was that a big feature of that movie? I couldn't get past the first few minutes because I've already seen, I'm aware of the cruelty. Yeah, and Bonnie's still going off about that. Stevie's D's, I'm just letting you know, please. We spent enough tonight talking about that, indulging is narcissism the right word? Just expecting me to fall in line with your way of speaking about veganism. I mean, is this something we should do? Like, every vegan should be talking about the H word all the time, every time. That's all they should talk about. I mean, I just don't really see Dr. Garth Davis doing that. And I said, I kind of model myself more after what he's doing than trying to scare people and stuff like that. So not scare people, but be shocking, and being, in your face aggro like that. But if that's the way you want to do it, it works. I've seen that work in some cases. Everyone's got their own way of doing it. Some people go vegan because they watch like a young, cute little 16-year-old girl eating fruit. Sometimes that works. Whatever it takes. Everyone's got their way of being a great vegan activist. No, I hardly ever eat pomegranates, Stephen Adams. Very rarely. Yep, Tracy said it exactly right there. Each vegan approaches their activism in different ways, and ideally, you would approach it in a way that suits your strength. And one of my ways is, approaching it from a consistent logic base. I find all sorts of flaws in the reasoning of anti-vegans. Why? Because that's what I studied. I studied philosophy. Dr. Garth approaches it from a very scientific medical way. Why? Because he's a medical doctor. So why can't everyone be allowed to use their own unique strengths to make them the best vegan activists that person can be? That's what I believe. So if your way is being aggressive and tough, that's you. That's your personality. But don't expect me to be like that. And don't expect 16-year-old fruitarian girl to be like that, or Dr. Garth Davis to be like that. Whatever way you want to do it, I'm cool with it. We need all kinds. We need weightlifters. We need medical doctors. We need logicians. We need athletes. We need street activists. We need everything. It's a full court press. It's a huge fight we're fighting right now. We need everyone in it right now, of all kinds. So if we had every kind of activist being the same, first of all, it'd be really boring. It'd be this homogenous group that all has the same beliefs, exactly the same. First, that'd be boring. Secondly, it just would deny that we all are individuals and have our own unique interests and strengths that we can play to. So anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that anymore. And if we keep going down that road, we're going to have some problems. I'm with you, Imban. I agree with you 100 there. Wow, Uncle Walt. Animal Clock. I haven't seen or thought about that in a long time. Wow, good for you there. Yeah, good point there, Jordan. Yeah. Once you look at what's happening in the seas as well, the numbers go up. Yeah, so even Tracy gets here. We don't have to dictate the exact words and actions that each of us take. If you do that, you are fascist. And I called him out, Stevie, for being fascist. He didn't like the name calling, but I'm going, you're fitting the definition of fascism here by expecting everyone to be like you, to do it your way. And if you're not doing it his way, you are some kind of perpetuator of speciesism. Cool. Yankee the Wolf, thank you for the super chat donation there. Let's see, a month ago you ran out of your plant multivitamins and you currently can't afford one. To remedy this, I sit in front of the sun for 2 hours and get my vitamin D. Where do you live at? What latitude, I should say, like around what city, because it depends where you're at. Along with drinking a large amount of almond milk every day. Any advice or criticism on this tactic, Ryan? Well, it depends where you live at. If you live at a northerly latitude in the wintertime, you might not get enough. But if you sit there for 2 hours, that ups your ante a lot. I sit out for about maybe 20-25 minutes on sunny days like today. And I sit there. I don't know if you're a male or female. I'm a male, so I sit out in my side yard just in my shorts. Take my shirt off so you have more skin exposure to the sunlight. So yeah, you can actually look up online like latitude, vitamin D, and see where where you fit in on that. Like basically, it's like the latitude. Like San Francisco is a little too high. LA totally fine in the middle of winter. Yeah, throw turkey. I'm with you. I don't fully understand why we all should use Holocaust and veganism. Exactly. Why should we all? If that's your brand or someone's brand of doing it, cool. Totally cool. And Jordan, yeah, I see Stevie's thanking you, Jordan, but I don't think Stevie's ever acknowledged the cultural sensitivity that needs to be taken into account as well. I've never heard you address that aspect of it, other than using the definite article, the, versus the indefinite article, a. Yeah, Jordan, yeah. Note the term cultural sensitivity. And black lit, black hist. And I want to point out, and you're in Oaxaca, Mexico, and you understand this too, and you're not even here where all this is happening. The word Holocaust has a solid connotation. If vegans try to use it, it will get pushback by many, not by all, but most people. There will be some pushback. Let's see. All right, let me get a little water here. Okay. Yeah, what's up with that message there, Tracy? By Adam? What is that? Is that like a bot or something? I'm glad that it got held, and I was about to like block it too. Like it sounded like a bot talking there. I'm entirely honest. So you were cooking pizza that whole time? My goodness. Hope it's a good one then, huh? Anonymous. We meet our fans quite often. At least we're able to meet our fans on a regular basis before this whole like COVID-19 things started happening. But yeah, we were going to all sorts of vegan events. We were presenters and lots of vegan festivals. Yeah, we've been meeting people who've been watching our show for a long time. It's just been a while though. Yeah, black lit, black hist. Trying to liken one struggle to another is very dangerous and potentially culturally insensitive and just humanly insensitive. Humans don't like being compared to animals. And I don't like to compare humans to animals. 123 Skater, do I believe in compassion fatigue? Wow. Compassion fatigue. What do you think? What's your thoughts on that? Maybe give me an example of compassion fatigue. Anonymous. Well, the first part of the question, yeah, if you meet us at a vegan event, you could tell us, hey, I'm Anonymous from the live streams, and we'll be happy to meet you, take a photo with you if you like. Totally. Will that make you a moderator immediately? I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, we'll have to see where that goes, but yeah, maybe so. But yeah, we'll definitely meet you and hang with you for sure once that all starts happening again. Oh, Leah, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I know that's a symptom, like losing your sense of taste and smell for an extended period. So I'm hoping that comes back to you soon, and I'm hoping you recover well. Yeah, Uncle Walt. Yeah, we need to have vegan festivals, and just like when we hung out with Uncle Walt last year at a vegan pop-up, that was fun. Just taking over a brewery and all these vegan vendors selling vegan food and vegan, accessories, clothing, things like that. But yeah, I miss all that. Those I remember back for a while there. I said, man, there's just always pop-ups, always festivals. I was kind of getting fatigued from that. And be careful what you wish for, because now I haven't gone to one in about a year, so, I shouldn't have felt fatigued about that. So we were asking about compassion fatigue. I was having like vegan event fatigue for a while there. I know it's kind of a spoiled thing to say because, I'm in California, Southern California, where there's a ton of that. A lot of you guys, probably don't have a way to get vegan event fatigue where you live at. So anyway, no, I don't sew silences. No. I can solder a little bit, but I can't sew. Oh man, you had COVID too, Lizarda? And you lost your sense of taste and smell too. I hope you're doing good, guys. I hope it wasn't too bad for you. Yeah, how long will it last? I've read about that. I haven't experienced it, but I read it can last weeks. It can last months. I've read it's a neurological effect. It's not like, people think it's a respiratory disease. It starts as one. It takes root in the lungs often, but it expands to other parts of the body. And the brain is one of the places it can attack. And that's why the sense of smell and taste are diminished or gone for a while. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but I've been trying to make sure that this whole time I'm strong with vitamin D. That's why now this year I have a great suntan. Not that I'm trying to get suntanned, because the darker your skin is, the more, the longer you have to sit out in the sun to get the same amount of vitamin D. But I'm going out, so getting my vitamin D from the sunlight every day that there's sunlight, basically, unless I'm busy that day, obviously. But yeah, and taking a little bit of my Healthy Cell, those gel squirts to get some more vitamin D when it's dark for a few days. So yeah, I've been making sure that my vitamin D is strong. Not to say vitamin D is like some cure or gives you a full-on protective effect, but it does seem to help. It helps lower the rates of people who get it, and then if you're sick, the severity of it. So yeah, it sounds like vitamin D. You can't go wrong with it. Again, I'm not pushing that. I'm not a quack or anything like that, but it sounds like, it's not a bad time this year to be strong in vitamin D. Don't be deficient this year, is what I'm saying. Yeah, Uncle Walt raises a good point. Yeah, the long-term effects are not well known yet because it hasn't been around with this that long. But you've probably heard of the long haul people who say had it maybe like many months ago, and still, while the symptoms have receded or disappeared, they're still left with long-term issues like, say, exhaustion. I know that only happens in a small subset of cases, but still, that's just one of many weird effects that's not fully understood yet. Yeah, Jaden, I've seen all sorts of story about this now that we need. It's hitting the mainstream media. It's not just coming from vegans like me. That we need to go plant-based. We need to go vegan to make a concerted effort to help save the planet. That's why I'm here. Okay, Leah, your roommate is barely getting her sense of smell back, and it's been a month. Okay, that's good. It's coming back. Taking a long time, but coming back. Shrey, you're a healthy vegan teen athlete, and you had some bad long-term effects. Wow. See, this is what a lot of people say. If you're vegan, you won't get it. If you're young, like a teenager, you won't get it. If you're healthy, you won't get it. And there you are, all three of those. That's why I say I see people, just influencers, going irresponsibly on social media saying, yeah, if you eat my diet, I've seen the carnivore MD guy, Saladino, say that if you're a carnivore, you won't get it. I've seen raw vegan fruitarians say, yeah, if you eat raw, you won't get it. I mean, no, there's no proof of that. There's no science that supports that. You can be young, healthy, and teen and still get it here. So yeah, if you hear anyone say that they know some kind of be all end all way of not getting it, they're not telling the truth, because if there were, we'd know about it. PQQ pills. What are those, Eric? Well, I didn't hear about that, JL. I don't really follow the vegan teacher. I just know about her what other people have said about her. Like, say, if I respond to a video or watch Vegan Gains responding to a video. Let's see, Leah. So it's been about a week and the fatigue is real. You can barely do simple tasks before getting exhausted and almost passing out. Well, I really hope that you're not a long hauler, Leah, there. I just hope that those symptoms exist only while in this initial stage for you. What's that, Tracy? It's official. The cabbage rolls are good. What cabbage rolls are you speaking of there, Tracy? Just curious. Elena, just joined the chat. Curious if me and Angie will be getting the COVID vaccine. Well, I can't speak for Angie, but I can speak for myself. My 82-year-old mom who has high blood pressure and just got diagnosed with a form of heart disease last year. Great timing. Yeah, she just got a vaccine a week ago. People age 50, I think that's how they're doing in California, will be next on the next phase, and that'll include other people in occupations that are younger. So once I qualify, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. I mean, if I could get it right now, I probably would, just simply for the fact as I was talking about earlier, I've had a sore molar for months, like maybe summer of last year. It kind of comes and goes. I'll feel it for a day or two intermittently, then I'll go away for a month or two or three, then I'll come back. So it seems to be like ramping up over the past several weeks. I just called my dentist. They're closed on Fridays. I left a message for them to call me back. So I wish I had an opportunity now so I could like have an extra degree of safety when I go there. So yeah, I probably will. Yeah. But I'm probably just going to go to the dentist next week. I can't wait any longer for anything else. I'm going to just go get it looked at probably. So anyway, yeah, I've been watching, like, say, the vegan medical doctors, like, say, Daniela Bellardo, Dr. Avi, Dr. Garth Davis discussing it. Yeah, Tracy just got it. And yeah, here, the messenger RNA vaccine, it doesn't, there's no animal products in it. It doesn't, like, get into your cell nucleus and take over your DNA or anything like that. It doesn't give you 5G microchips or anything like that. The vegan medical doctors who understand it or have described its safety. I've talked to a few of them firsthand about it. So yeah, I don't have any of those like Bill Gates kind of fears about it. So yeah, I probably will. Unless I go get my dental work, then when the vaccine becomes available, I won't be as motivated getting more because I already got my dental work done. So anyway, hopefully I won't need any dental work. I know, just hopefully I'm going to go to the dentist. Hopefully we'll just look at it and clean the tooth and it's good. Who knows? Stevie, I don't see your comments, but I see someone telling you to let it go. I'm asking you, Stevie. You said your point. And I've entertained you, or not you, but I've entertained your point with my response more than enough times. And me and Tracy and Uncle Wall, the moderators, are asking you very politely to let it go and move on. Okay? Like I said, I'm a grown 53-year-old man, degree in philosophy. I YouTube channel since 2013, and I have my way of being an activist, and you're not gonna come here and tell me what words I'm gonna say. Just leaving it at that, okay? And if you continue on, if I see your H word one more time, just letting you know, you can still sit here and talk with us, but we're not gonna entertain that anymore, Stevie. Okay, one more time, you'll be timed out again. But you're welcome to stay and talk about other aspects. But if that's the only thing you want to talk about, I'm telling you, we're done. We're how many hours have we been here? We're done. That's what I was hoping, Walt. I was hoping it'd be cool if you go to the dentist and they'd be able to give the vaccine, even though you wouldn't have enough time while you're there to, develop antibodies that same day to have a procedure done. But yeah, I thought that would be a great distribution spot for sure. But who knows? Maybe it'll work out like that in the future. because they give shots all the time, in the mouth, but I'm sure they could do it as well wherever it needed to be given to. You think they'll be given out soon, Tracy? Yeah, it seems so logical. Cool. Maybe Stevie has stopped it. See, Stevie, you can keep chilling out here with us, but let's talk about something else. Again, this is my live stream, so I can call the shots. Silences. Do I sing? A little bit. Angie's the much more gifted and talented vocalist, so I let her sing, but I'll sing along with her. I sound kind of cool too if I put on some auto-tune. It sounds kind of like modern and stuff like that, but yeah, I let Angie handle the singing. Any more mukbangs soon? I don't know. I got to talk to Angie. I gave her the idea. Last time I asked you guys, what would you think if on a really, soon, maybe the next live stream, on an upcoming live stream, Angie and I were to come in here and do a Myers-Briggs personality survey live on a live stream. So we'll have the camera on us and I'll have you'll see us on the computer, kind of like this angle here, except instead of looking at Clean Machine Green Protein, you'll see us doing the Myers-Briggs survey. And she thought that was a cool idea. And so make sure, do you guys still like that idea? Because I remember last time when I took the survey, it seemed to be quite popular with you guys. So you guys think that would be fun? Us doing the Myers-Briggs survey? Okay, cool. And yeah, how long does it take to do it, guys? You haven't done it in like 20 years. Does it take like 15, 20 odd minutes or something like that, so I can kind of plan how to do it? Is that, how long is it, if you guys know? Cool. I'm glad you guys like the idea of the Myers-Briggs survey. Yeah, Uncle Wall, I don't remember how big, how many questions it is or anything like that. Well, who knows if it's true science or not? But I took the test several times when I was younger, like in college. I want to see if I've changed over the decades, or if I have the same profile. Or I take it for what it is. I don't like walk around, hey man, I'm INFP or INFJ, whatever. How about you? I just kind of take it for what it is. I have put a few grains of salt in it. Is what I'm saying. You'll see into our minds, maybe so, huh, Uncle Walt? Well, I don't know how accurate it is, to be honest with you, but I kind of noticed a lot of people I hang out with kind of end up having INF for the first three letters, just I've noticed that. So there is something to it. I'm not saying, it's the most credible scientific measure of personality ever devised or anything like that. I'm just saying there is something to it. Steven, no, we pretty much never meal prep and freeze for later. I know some people that do. They kind of prepare food for a week or several days. If anything, we'll make something like last night I made the khichdi from Keep It Carb Baby, the Indian dish, mung beans, rice, curry. It makes so much that we usually don't eat the whole thing, and we just put the leftovers back. We just leave them in the pot, I should say, and just put the pot in the fridge and bring it out the next day like we did this afternoon and have that for lunch. So that's kind of the closest we come to like a long-term food prep of some kind. Yeah, Leah, I just thought it'd be fun for us to do the Myers-Briggs survey. It wasn't like for any like big special, thing. Like, here we are, here's our Myers-Briggs personality types or anything like that. I just thought it'd be kind of fun. Tracy ate khichdi all week for lunches. Wow. That sounds fun. Yeah, I think you told us about that, huh? Did you prepare it for the week? What'd you do? Did you freeze it or put it in the refrigerator, Tracy? I remember you told us about week-longs khichdi lunches, which sounds fun. I don't think we've ever made that much before. Well, that's true, G. A lot of people that become really ill or die with COVID do have medical conditions as well. But as I say, that shouldn't be a death sentence. Like my mom, she's doing fine. She has high blood pressure and was diagnosed with a kind of heart disease last year. She's doing fine right now. But her doctor said if she were to contract COVID, it would probably kill her. I mean, yeah, sure, she has underlying health conditions, but she should not have to die because of that. So that's one reason why so excited for her to get her vaccination last week. We don't want my mom to die just because she encountered a really harsh virus while having these medical conditions. Like I said, it's not a death sentence to have high blood pressure. Shouldn't be one. Stephen Adams' favorite fruit is cherries. I said that earlier. Yeah, my favorite fruit is cherries. Fresh, ripe California in-season cherries. Only happens about 5-6 weeks here in the spring. Yeah, I'm trying to keep my mom in a bubble, but yeah, she insisted on going and doing some shopping yesterday. But I figured, okay, well, she got her shot like a week ago, so she's probably developed some antibodies in 7 days. So, but she has, she's trying to stay safe as possible and stuff. So hopefully mom's gonna be all right. She was actually, just to go off on a tangent, she was gonna buy a new computer. Her current computer is like an old Mac that Angie had a while ago, so we gave it to my mom. And now she's hating it because it's just crapping out on all the time. So she was going to buy one yesterday. And I said, no, Mom, I'll just get you one. I'll order one for you and I'll set it up here and bring it over. So I ordered it yesterday for her, and it arrived today. I was surprised that Apple was that quick. I didn't pay for overnight shipping, but yeah, I was trying to convince her to wait. Like, they have new Macs now with the Apple Silicon, but she doesn't know or care, and it won't make any difference for her, really. Other than I told her, the only flip side is you'll have to buy another computer maybe in 4 or 5 years or so. But anyway, enough of that tangent there. Jaden, as a kid, what did I want to be when I grew up? When I was a kid, like in the 70s, I wanted to be a vegan YouTuber. I don't know, all seriousness, maybe an astronomer, because I was really into like Carl Sagan, the 70s Cosmos PBS TV show, which is one reason why I know a little bit about astronomy and earth science, and it sent me in that direction. But I guess I kind of lost that passion by the time I got to high school. I kind of wish I did. I kind of wish I was an astronomer. I have some regrets, a little tiny bit. Yeah, silences. I know the whole debate, Mac versus on Windows, but yeah, my mom's on a Mac, so to get her whole new OS at the age 82, not really gonna do that right now to her. And secondly, since I'm on Macs, I can easily, I know you can do this on Windows, what's that called, remote desktop. I can easily just fire into her Mac from here, because when you're 82, and she didn't grow up with computers like we did, so for her, just opening up her web browser is like, whoa, it's really hard. So yeah, I need to be able to get into her computer and take a look at it when there's trouble. Anyway, race. No, I don't know if he missed much of a fight or anything like that. Silences. Carl Sagan. Yeah, I love Cosmos. I could watch that again like every year. I love Cosmos. Anyone know if it's on any of the streaming services right now? I'm talking the Carl Sagan 70s one, not like the 2000s Neil deGrasse Tyson one, which was cool. But you can't replace Carl Sagan. He's just like such an awesome dude. And didn't he become vegetarian later in life too? Unlike Neil deGrasse Tyson, who's talking about his ribeye steaks and stuff like that. And I like Neil deGrasse Tyson. A lot of people thought I hate him because I made that video about him saying how veganism's impractical. I still respect him as a scientist. I just thought he was not in his lane when he was talking about plant-based diets. So anyway, Corvid, you sure the Carl Sagan stuff's can't be found on YouTube? Maybe. Wait, are you sure, or is it maybe? Anyone, let me know if anyone knows where it's at. Jordan, you're fascinated with the moon program, like the Apollo moon program? 123 Skater, you're 16 years old, and you're vegan almost 2 years because of us guys. Awesome. You went vegan at 14. Love it. So cool. Hey, Jamit. Yes, I agree with that. Since we're talking about Cosmos, we are the best YouTube channel in the galaxy. You know that. So thanks so much for the super chat tip there, Jamit. Much appreciated. Boo! Getting burpy here from all the vegan snacking. Leah Long, any shows or movies to watch while you're isolating? Let's see. If you have Netflix, depends what you're into. I mean, you can binge watch like Sabrina. I totally dig that show. Let's see. You can binge watch, like, it depends what you're into, you know? It really depends what you're doing. 3-hour live stream race. So let me tell you, right now, I've been on 2 hours. You missed the first 2 hours though, so it'll be a 1 hour live stream for you. No, I don't think so. It's Friday night. I'm gonna hang out with my beautiful and talented, lovely wife who just had her birthday this week on Tuesday. Did you guys watch the vlog that came out earlier today? Sorry if you guys missed. If you went to the premiere, Angie scheduled it for 2 o'clock and didn't tell me, and she got caught up. She was placing an order on Instacart like at a little bit before that. I was wondering, like, she got sidetracked in Instacart. She's so nice though. She only made that detour into Instacart because she saw my bananas were getting low. Meaning I had like maybe like 3 or 4 bunches left. I said, I'm cool. We could do it another day. She said, no, let's just do it now. Anyway, she got sidetracked on an Instacart order, and about half an hour after the video premiered, she says, oh man, I think my video premiered at 2. And so were any of you guys there? I just want to ask you if anyone is there, and I apologize. We've never done that before. We've never had a video premiere where we weren't there, but her heart was in the right place trying to get me bananas, but she forgot to tell us that she scheduled it at 2. So I apologize. You were there? Okay, I'm sorry guys. That won't happen again. I'm sorry guys. But we had a nice little day actually. It was a beautiful day. It was like 66, 67 degrees here in Long Beach. I saw in Anaheim, where Disneyland is, at 72. So we went down there because they still had the Veganuary flavors at Salt and Straw in downtown Disney, the shopping district there. So we got a couple pints of ice cream there. It's all vegan. I mean, these Veganuary flavors are delicious. They're so good. And I just kind of walked around, enjoyed the sun. I said it was warmer there. Short sleeve, wearing shorts, just taking it all in, and just kind of feeling nostalgic how we're in like California Adventure Park, but we can't really go all the way into it. It's like, just like, please, let's get this happening again. Let's get life happening back, where we all want it to be. What's Salt and Straw? It's a chain, like a boutique chain of ice cream shops. I don't think you can buy their products in stores. Look them up, Salt and Straw. Just Google it. It might be saltandstraw.com. They're based out of Portland, so I think they're more West Coast based. So yeah, if you live elsewhere, you might have trouble finding them. But there's a couple in California, in Southern California. But they make really, really, really good. Probably the best vegan ice cream I've ever had. And I say that with... I've had a lot of good vegan ice cream. Nanamu, the Ben and Jerry's flavors. I got to try their new fish food one. I used to eat fish food when I was not vegan, so I really want to try that. But anyway, you like to live vicariously. Gosh, I just go on their website. Just look up Salt and Straw, because last time we checked a few days ago, they weren't calling it Veganuary. They had another name for it, like vegan. Janulicious, I forgot what they were calling it, some kind of play on vegan in January. That wasn't Veganuary, but they usually have 2 vegan flavors at all times, and in January they have 5 flavors, and they still had 5 in early February. I guess they made them and they're still selling them, but they said the vegan stuff sells great, so they make a lot. So that's awesome. Every person who's not vegan buys a pint of the vegan ice cream, it's a win for the animals there. Anonymous, I'm not sure what you're asking there. I only see some comments, they're kind of, I'm talking and it's hard to look and talk at the same time, but I see enough. NBA hoops, yeah, I watched the second half of the Lakers versus the Denver Nuggets last night, kind of a rematch of the Western Conference Finals, and I'm glad I only watched the second half because the Lakers were kind of sucking in the first half, and they were just amazing. They looked so good last night in the second half. They were down 10 at halftime and just came back and just kicked some major butt. Joyful Vegan. Sounds kind of familiar, Blind Bookworm. Huh. I can't say I have. Is that the one? No, I don't think I've read that. Oh, you want to know that? That's a secret, Anonymous. I will not reveal if I see my name light up in orange when you do the at. Steven, will we ever go back to garlics and onions? No. I mean, yeah, when we went to, I forgot, at Downtown Disney too, we went not only for the ice cream, but California allowed restaurants to reopen socially distanced outdoor dining. And so we went to a place there called Tortilla Joe's. They have a really good vegan burrito. Pretty expensive though. It's $20, but it's huge and filling. So we ordered that. But we didn't sit in their outdoor dining. We just took it like to go and just found a really just a place where no one was at, a really remote part of downtown Disney where people weren't really frolicking by. So we just kind of did our own thing there and split the burrito. So that was really good. But I forgot what your question was. Well, there was a lot of onions in there. So I'm just like picking them out, you know. Angie didn't pick them out as much. She's cool. So yeah, we'll get some onions and a little bit of garlic sometimes when we go to certain restaurants. But I don't think we'll ever go back to intentionally putting garlic and onions in our own food. Just, I don't like what garlic does to me. I really, really extremely dislike what garlic does to my body and breath. Oh yeah, if I'm on a desert island and onions and garlic are only two foods, Angry Vegan, but you know, I don't know how the hell I'd eat 3,000 calories or 2,000 calories of onions and garlic. I don't think that's really doable. So, I mean, maybe eat a little bit so you're not completely hallucinating from hunger, you know? But yeah, I guess in that situation, yeah, maybe so, huh? Yeah, Leo, we're not big fans of them. I said not for any medical reason or woo-woo health reason. I honestly don't like how it makes me stink for several days. And I'll be honest, Angie doesn't really like it that much either when she smells me stinking that night after having garlic or the next day even. So yeah, that's and I'm a vampire too, obviously. You know, Apu Turkey called me out there. Hey Jill, you were snacking on purple sweet potatoes and onions when I was doing my ASMR thing. Yeah, Tracy, the cookbooks don't use onions and garlic, but you're more than welcome to add onions and garlic. And Tracy, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't you have Tracy, the moderator here, helped edit the book and gave some, you'll see there's some Tracy tips in the book. And did you give some onions and garlic options? Yeah, I thought you did there, yeah. So yeah, it's not like we're against them. We just personally don't like them. So we're not going to include them in the recipe because this is how we eat, you know? The Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook, like I said, is like a food diary. This is exactly what we do. This is how we've been eating, you know, all these months and years. Oh man, the Nets lost. Yeah, they've put together quite the super team here. Let's see if they can really keep all their three superstars firing, you know, together, you know, working together. I mean, yeah, worked with Kevin Durant when he was with the Warriors, you know, working with the Splash Brothers. So hopefully it'll work out well with the Nets. You know, it's you know, it's a new season, especially with James Harden just joining. Yeah, we do have a TikTok, hey, it's Happy Healthy Vegan. Just we never go on it anymore. Just a lot of things to do in life. One thing I did today though was set up a Discord server, and let me give you the link to that because I say that where is my profile? Hang on one second. Let me give you the link to it. God, where is my link to Streamlabs? Because I want to in the future be able to get people onto here so I can like talk to you guys, you know, have like debates or conversations. So I'm going to paste you the link right now to my Discord server that I just set up. I don't have any friends yet, so don't laugh. So if any of you guys are on Discord, here is the link down there. Just put it in the show notes. So join it, and if you guys want to, you know, maybe you'll find me snooping around sometimes, setting up the server more. We can chat a little bit on there, but yeah, go there. If you're a member of Discord, you know you'll know what I'm talking about. If you're not, don't worry about it. But I set up so that I can start having. I saw Vegan Gains bring people on to debate them about veganism, so I'd like to be able to do that too. That's my way of being an activist. You know, I don't go out and try to scare people and frighten them. I might frighten them with logic and facts, but anyway, yeah, if you want to follow me, I put the link down there. Let's see. Let's see, blind bookworm. Where can you get our cookbook? You have a visual impairment and use a magnifier to read it. I like print books best. Well, you have two options there. I mean, we have the ebook. We have the ebook version of our books. And what's cool about the ebooks, you probably know, you can just like, increase the font size or just increase the magnification as much as you want. But our book is actually pretty big, considering, most books are like maybe half this size. So it's a pretty big font, to be honest with you. It's a lot. It's like a photo book, so the fonts are pretty big. And you can get our books at shop.happyhealthyvegan.org. And I'm not sure if you can see that or not, but let me just paste that link for you down into the chat here. So there you go. Hopefully you can see that. If not, again, it's shop.happyhealthyvegan.org. And yeah, you can buy the print book or you can buy the ebook of the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook. I haven't even been to our site today, really. So here it is. And here is the ebook, and here is the print book. So yeah, it's either, take your pick. It's all here for you. And yeah, shop.happyhealthyvegan.org. And I went to the post office on, was it Wednesday or Thursday? So if I get some new orders from you guys today, I'll probably go to the post office Monday or Tuesday. So you don't have to wait too long. Oh, Tracy pasted it too, did you? Let's see. Stephen Adams, great question. I like yellow mangoes better than red mangoes, but it's not like I'll walk away from a red mango or anything like that. Cool. I hope that helps you out, Blind Bookworm. Like I said, yeah, our book, the font's pretty big, so if you use a magnifying glass, you'll probably have an easier time than ever compared to like a novel, those kinds of books where the fonts are really tiny. Ours are much bigger than that. Let's see, what am I missing here? You guys have a lot of discussions here. Oh, Leah, yeah, that's sweet. You got a baby kitty helping you out. Awesome there. Yeah, that's what's great about animals, man. When we're home, often, unless your animal's not that social, they'll just want to love you and be with you. So that's cool. I'm glad you're getting the healing vibes of cats, or a cat, I should say, singular. Yes, Mod. Yeah. Let me double check that France is an option. I have to add each country one by one, and I'm pretty sure I've added France before. So let me just double check that so I know in the future if someone asks here. So I'm going to add to cart, and let's see. Let's see if I can. Oh man, I have to enter in the address right now. Yeah, I've sent stuff to France before. So the only thing I will say is that it's expensive. I just hope you know that we're not trying to profit off the shipping costs. It just costs a lot of money to send this book, which weighs, I know you guys are using the metric system, but for us using the British Imperial system, it weighs over a pound. That's one of the downsides of its size. So, but yeah, we will send. I just sent someone 3 copies of this to Germany. Yeah, just when I went to the post office last a couple days ago. So just letting you know, yeah, we ship to Europe. It just, be prepared. It might cost a lot. So if you can, to kind of soften the blow, maybe order a couple other things, while you're there, not to upsell you or anything, but you can get one of our t-shirts. You can get our latest CD, Life Goes On. Get a ladies tank, get a black tank or a tie-dye or a muscle tee. So yeah, it makes the shipping a little more reasonable, So anyway, yeah. All right, so I've seen if I missed anything there. Yeah, Novak Djokovic is a great ambassador for. I'm not sure if he's vegan. I thought he might still eat fish, but either way, a heavy plant-based diet. He's not going to the steak houses or anything like that to get his protein. And he's a great ambassador, showing you can be the number one athlete in the world for years and be, you know, eating virtually no animal products. You know, he's not withering away. He hasn't lost his speed much as he's getting older. Yeah, he's a great ambassador. Basil, you're going vegan again. Awesome. Hopefully it'll, like, you know, last for the rest of your life this time. Because actually I've been vegan now over 10 years and have nothing but great things, you know, to say about it. Jim, -6 degree wind chill in Chicago. Holy moly. I've been to Chicago a few times in the winter, actually. And I remember, you know, temperatures like in the teens, but I don't think I ever got like below zero wind chills or anything like that. I would have like flipped out. Oh, Rebecca, that sounds delicious. Can you send us some? That would be very nice of you. Let's see, MS. That name does not ring a bell for me. Yeah, Basil. Yeah, vegan cheese has definitely come a long way, especially in the past. I don't know when you were last vegan, but I would say definitely in the past, like 4 years or so, 5 years tops. Some in that time frame, vegan cheese has gotten really, really, really good. So yeah, Violife, Miyoko's, Follow Your Heart, one of the other ones that makes them. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of good vegan cheeses out there. Man, you guys are getting some horrible weather out there. Isn't it like some kind of like polar vortex, at least on the East Coast, huh? But I guess that would explain Chicago's -16 and Sean getting snow. I'm not surprised. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's all relative. You know, I get cold when, you know, it doesn't get above like when it doesn't get into the 60s, you know, especially if it's cloudy, you know. But I mean, we have an old house. The insulation is pretty much non-existent here. You know, it just comes right through the walls. So yeah, if we lived on in a actually a newer, more properly insulated house, you probably never hear me complaining about the cold. But we get cold in this place. This room actually is well insulated. I put double panes around the windows here for music making to keep sound out, but it actually keeps cold out quite well too. Some vegan cheeses can fool humans now, Race, not only mice. It's that good. Yeah, you have a great point there, Blacklit. Is that yeah, if you're vegetarian, that's great. You're not eating meat, but they seem to overcompensate with all the dairy products that they're still eating. You know, just putting tons of cheese on your food. So yeah, just go vegan and just get rid of the dairy, which is actually probably worse for you. At least it's not any better than like meat or anything. And it's terribly addicting. It has morphine in it. Yeah, I remember in the early 2000s when Daiya cheese came out, I was quite impressed. But yeah, things have gotten evolved a bit more since then. Yeah, Uncle Walt, I forgot what they were using there. It probably wasn't Daiya. It was probably I would guess maybe like a follow your heart kind of cheese, something like that. Doubt it was Daiya cheese, even though that has such market penetration. It's really not the tastiest. Yep, that's a good way to describe eggs, Race. Yeah, blind bookworm. Yeah, vegan diet isn't a weight loss diet. It isn't a weight gain diet. Both can happen. I've both lost weight as a vegan and in recent years gained weight as a vegan, but that has more to do with how I've been training differently the past couple years. I'm not doing all the like hours and hours of running and bike riding, you know, so I'm not burning all those calories. I am probably going to do a sort of cutting phase in a month or two, and I'm not going to do it through calorie restriction. I'm just going to like change the proportion of like, you know, resistance training and like biking and running. So like next month when it should warm up a little bit more, warm up, it's all relative, you know, but yeah, not raining and stuff like that. I want to try to do more running and bike riding because yeah, over the winters and stuff, and not going to the gym for a lot of last year. Yeah, I have a little bit more belly fat than I've usually had, but a lot of it has to do from not blowing 500 calories a day running. So anyway, I'm probably gonna do a little what do I call it, like a cutting phase, but not caloric restriction. Maybe just tighten up my diet a little bit more, not go to Disney and get the ice cream and stuff like that. But yeah, just just get more running and cycling in. Yeah, miss. I love yoga and meditation. In fact, I do a little bit of yoga pretty much every day, even though I haven't done it the past couple days. But like 95% of the time, I'm doing my yoga in the morning. It's not a long yoga. It's something I do before I go and work out. I have a kind of a routine in the morning that I really like to do. It just makes me feel great. It brings a lot of joy to me. Psychologically and just physiologically, just going out and doing all the movement I do, be it either on the yoga mat or on the bike or running or working out in the gym or doing my jumping in the backyard. That's funny, blind bookworm. Oh, sorry to hear that, Leah. Yeah, you're doing a 30-day challenge too. Oh man, sorry to hear that. Anonymous, did I enjoy animal products before going vegan? I mean, as much as just I was like an animal product person, I guess before. Yeah, I mean, when you had your meals, you received some sense of pleasure from that, right? I don't think it was any different. A shock tea mat. I don't even know what a shock tea mat is. What is that? Huh, Elena. Wow, tofu had you put on weight. Interesting. I've never heard of that being like a weight gain food. I'm not saying I don't believe what you're saying there. I'm just going, that's kind of, I don't hear that too often from people. Let's see. Um, let's see. What do you got? I see a lot of conversation going on between um, all you guys there. Let me take another sip of water here, and I'll probably get going pretty soon. It's already pretty much 9 o'clock here, and I've been on for 2 hours and 22 minutes. Travis, what's my favorite live stream I've been a part of? Huh? I don't know. Nothing's coming off the top of my head. I mean, maybe the fundraiser we did a couple years back for Sail Ranch. Like interviewed, and then afterwards just kind of hung out when the next interviewee was going to be Joey Carbstrong. So we all just kind of hung out and chat for a bit. I guess that was pretty fun for a live stream. Produce Not Pills. My streams are the best because it seems like I stay and care about our supporters. Yes, I do. In fact, I've said this many times. I enjoy like just building some kind of community here. Where I'm just not talking at you. We're speaking amongst each other as best as I can. To talk to everyone. I try my best, and so cool. I'm glad you appreciate that. Blind bookworm. Have I done any activism? I'm doing some activism right now as we speak. Doing a live vegan live stream right now. Talking about any and all things vegan. Answering all your questions that you may have. Or just sharing our experiences together. And that's a form. That's my only kind of vegan activism. But I'm doing it right now. As opposed I could have been doing a live stream about like music gear or something like that. Not vegan related in any way, shape, or form. Jordan, 4 in the afternoon in Australia, right? Where's the best store to buy vegan products? Biggest selection? I don't know if there's a best, Uncle Walt. I'll tell you good ones like our Sprouts, and out here in Southern California at least, Sprouts and Whole Foods. But I mean, when you get down to it, the whole produce section, vegan, right? A lot of food is just vegan anyway, and all the grains and stuff too, the dried goods. But as far as like finding vegan products, yeah, I'd say Whole Foods and Sprouts are really good out here. What else is the other one I see sometimes? Is that Bristol Farms or Lazy Acres? I forget. I kind of get them mixed up, but those are good ones too. The least good ones are like the big chain ones, like a Ralph's, Albertsons, that kind of thing. But I have to say, they've gotten a lot better over the years. Even this one across the street from us, Smart and Final, they have vegan. They have a little vegan frozen or refrigerated section now too. You know, they didn't have that 3 years ago or 10 years ago, but they got it now. Yeah, Trader Joe's ain't bad. I don't do much shopping at Trader Joe's to be honest with you. I haven't been for a while, but I know they have a lot of vegan stuff there. I used to go there a lot, like maybe like in the early 2000s. Yeah, I heard Walmart's got a pretty good selection of vegan stuff now, right, Leah? Um, no, we don't have Jimbo's. I don't think we have that anymore in California. If you had it in San Diego, I haven't seen that ever before. Um, yeah, Walmart. Yeah, JL's confirming that. I haven't been, but I follow the space. I read about the news. So yeah, I've seen Walmart is a big player in that. Um, yeah, yeah, Target too. Yeah, I've seen that Target's got good stuff too. Yeah, good point there. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, most people have a Target near them. Let's see, anonymous. How much do I value and love animals? Well, how much? Like, how do you quantify how much you love? I mean, just watch our vlogs. Watch the vlog that just came out earlier today with Angie. It's like her birthday vlog, sort of. Check it out. You'll see us showing lots of love to animals. You know, so yeah, we love animals. I say that because I've met a few vegans who really they'll fight for the animals. They're hardcore street activists, but they don't really like animals. Like, "Ah, I hate animals." Like, you know, it's kind of weird to think about if I haven't met some like that. So we're definitely not like that. We love animals. You know, maybe we love them too much. Yeah, there's a little Angie's Animal Friends segment in it too. So watch that little cameo Angie's Animal Friends. Let's see. Sunrise Skies. Where's the bike? Still racing? I've never raced. I've raced running, but I've never raced bikes. That's a lot more complicated and expensive usually. The bikes in the garage, and I over for Christmas I got us an indoor bike, whatever you know, a way to ride indoors. Basically, it's a little exercise bike basically that Andrew and I share. Yeah, we want to go to Austin sometime. That sounds yeah like a fun town. Yeah, Notamoo's based out of there. Um, you know, great music city. I'm sure we'd have a great time in Austin. I've been wanting to go to Austin for a couple decades actually, before I even went vegan, and now I see how what a vegan friendly city Austin is. Just even more reason. I'm with you, Faux Turkey. Animals are the most beautiful beings on this planet. We love them. Vancouver, yeah, Peter. Yeah, thanks for reminding me about Vancouver. I've heard nothing but good stuff about Vancouver. I'm sure Angie and I will have a great time. Las Vegas. Did you see our vlog from a couple years ago? We actually did two vlogs in the past few years about Las Vegas. Las Vegas, surprisingly wonderful vegan town. I say that because when we went there, like in the early 2000s, it sucked. It really was horrible, and couldn't find anything. And yeah, then going back in I think 2017, like first time in like 10 years, it was like, wow, surprisingly great vegan food scene in Las Vegas. Yeah, Peter. Yeah, you'll go to Las Vegas. Watch our vlog. Hopefully all those restaurants are still around. It's been a couple years, not that long. Pinto, cars and beans race. Cool. We have multiple Texans here. Yeah, I'd love to go to Austin sometime. I've never really been to Texas. I drove through the like the northern bits of Texas, like the Panhandle, on a sort of cross country trip from Los Angeles to Chicago back in the '90s. But I can't really say I've spent much time in Texas. I just remember it was like long and flat. monocropping 123 skater. No, I mean that's horrible. I mean that's usually just like the most like the least environmental friendly way of growing food. It's just done against nature at all costs to try to produce like cheap food. You know, it's destructive, and yeah, you're not going to find like tasty foods from monocrops. And they're environmentally bad. Did I say that? Yeah, I remember seeing some beautiful sights on that drive through New Mexico too. And Angie spent some time in New Mexico, and I believe her mom is going to move to New Mexico this year. So hopefully I'll be seeing New Mexico, doing a little road trip to New Mexico sometime. That sounds fun. Wyatt Wise. Hope you're not trying to get me into a trap here, but I'm following with the you know, the non-conspiracy, you know, the established scientific view is, and yeah, when I go into public, when I'm going to be around people, I have a mask on, but I don't wear it like all the time. If I'm going to go jogging, I don't put my mask on, even though I could. It's a good training modality to learn to breathe in a slightly more breathing restricted setting. But anyway, yeah, I just go across the street. I'm just going all over. I go left, I go right, keep crossing the street. I just want to be by myself when I'm running, so I don't feel a need for a mask then. But yeah, when I go to the post office, I got my mask on. I'm going to go pick up some takeout food, I got my mask on. As soon as I'm away from the people, it goes right off. So yeah, that's you know, that's one of the best tools we have right now. So that's what I'm going off of, the you know the best practices that we can use right now. Because the thing is, yeah, you know, it's like we want this to be over at some point. We just don't want it to drag on for freaking ever. I'm super jealous when I see you guys out there. I'm watching videos of people in New Zealand. I'm watching you guys in Australia. I'm following, you know, seeing people going dancing, going to clubs, raves. You know, I mean, I'm jealous that you guys, you know, did some more strict measures than we did, and now have an ability to be more free and have your economies be way more open. So, you know, I'm trying to do what I can as a single person to help us get closer to that. But yeah, race has a whole different opinion on this. But yeah, I put mine on when I'm going to be exposed to other people, and likewise exposing other people. It works both ways there to be effective. Yeah, when I go visit my mom, got our masks on, you know. But yeah, when me and Andrew are hanging out, obviously we don't have them on. When I'm hanging out in my front yard, I don't have it on because I'm not getting into people's faces or anything like. Only when I'm going to go and be around people, even if it's for a short amount of time, like picking up food at a takeout. Yeah, Soylent, you have the opposite situation there. Yeah, where it's life is normal, but people are dying, unlike in New Zealand, which hasn't had like a death in months or something like that. Yeah, big difference. Yeah, they have the justification for acting normal there, whereas like Texas, not as much. And I make sure too when I go places, it's places where I know that there's a mask policy. Like say when we go to downtown Disney, they there's a full-on mask policy. It's completely when you're on the property, they check you with a little temperature zapper on the forehead. It doesn't touch you when you come in to make sure. I know that's not totally effective, probably not that effective at all, but it's one way to screen. Everyone's got their mask on. The only time you can have your mask off is when you're eating and socially distanced. And they caught me on this. I was having some of our ice cream. We found a really just like distanced part of downtown Disney, away from everyone. And I was eating my ice cream with Angie on her birthday on Tuesday, and then we put the ice cream away because we're gonna take it home. We didn't want to eat it all there, 2 pints. That'd be really like bad. Anyway, so I just kept on talking. I forgot my mask was hanging down, and an employee from a distance, hey, you forgot to put your. I said, oh yeah, I was eating the ice cream. My bad. I totally forgot about it. You know. But again, there was no one around me, you know. But I'm sure if people were walking by, I would have had it up right away. Anyway, yeah, that's how we're rolling here. Have ever been to Disney jail? I guess I could have gone to Disney jail that day, but no. I didn't even know there was a Disney jail. I guess there must be. If you do something really horrible, they have to lock you up somewhere, huh? Yeah, anonymous. I heard. Yeah, the common flu is on the decline, so maybe that'll get like driven off into extinction right now. Is one upside. Who knows, huh? Wow, Tweety. 13-hour shift. That's pretty hardcore. Yeah, I mean, I was only at Disney for like maybe an hour and a half or two, and I wouldn't want to be there that long. 13 hours with a mask on. So that's yeah, good. I'm giving you kudos there. Yeah, everyone's tripping on Disney jail. What is that? But yeah, I think after hopefully if this ever gets like eradicated to a major degree, I still think in the wintertime I'll probably just wear a mask anyway when I'm going to be in close proximity with people, not for getting COVID, just for not getting the flu and stuff like that. I'll just if I'm going to the market, put my mask on. In wintertime when you're like forced to be closer to people who might not be totally healthy. So that's probably something I'll just kind of do out of habit in the future. Just kind of like how it's done often in Asian countries. Wow, Travis, so your dad really did go to Disney jail. He was stealing pins for his kids, really? LMS, I'm not moving to Boise. As beautiful as I'm sure it is in Idaho, I couldn't handle those winters there. I want to see Montana sometime too, but not in the middle of winter. I'm staying right here. Wow, 1, 2, 3 skater. That's a pretty heavy question there. What are you getting at? Yeah, is there an actual jail in Disney? That's what we want to know. Valentine's Day plan. Yeah, I got to get. I have a little gift I want to give Angie. It's nothing huge, but I was trying to get it to her for Christmas, and they're sold out. So I'm gonna see maybe now they got it back in stock for this time of the year. I don't think it's gonna be a big Valentine's gift. But I want to get it to her, so I have a little gift in mind, and probably we'll get some takeout from one of our restaurants. Maybe we'll go to Vin Loy and Cerritos, or I'll always get some pizza here. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. We'll figure something out for sure. Probably just get some kind of takeout. Well, let's not fight, guys. Let's not fight about this stuff. I already done fighting with that guy that said I think Race missed it. This one guy said my vegan activism was like kind of null and void. He said I was perpetuating speciesist ideologies, and this was coming from a vegan because he was upset that I was not keen to using the word Holocaust in my vegan activism. He said if I'm not using that word on a regular basis, I'm perpetuating speciesist ideologies. So yeah, that was a big fight a while ago. I'm glad we moved on from that, and let's just try to keep it chill from this point on. What did I get Angie for her birthday? Actually, yeah, that one gift I wanted to get her was sold out. And when we went to Disneyland last month, there was these really cool retro T-shirts. But the store was locked up. It was closed, but we could see them from the window. So I said, I'm going to buy one for her online. I went, just scoured their website. They didn't have that T-shirt at all, just like in the park only. So I ended up getting her a BTS related pajama bottom. It's like their cartoon character alter personality brand. So I got her that, and she was loving that. Jump shot and Bond. I haven't been to a basketball court for maybe since November now, so it's been a while. I notice it comes back. In fact, I'm not too worried about it. I notice when I go, I suck at first, but the longer I shoot, it comes back. And I know if I do that consistently for weeks, for months, it'll be back. But I'm more working on the vertical jump part of my game, and also working on some skills too. I'm learning how to dribble behind the back now. I never could do that before. Today I got maybe like a dozen dribbles behind the back. So I'm getting there. It's progress, because like a month ago I couldn't get one. So it's coming along. Just working on other basketball skills right now. And I don't have a favorite bean. I love all beans. All beans are great. Never met a legume I didn't like. Travis wants to put me in vegan jail. What did I do? Because I didn't do the because I'm perpetuating speciesist ideologies. I never had that kind of bean, Uncle Walt. Where are you getting that at? Yeah, peanuts are legumes, right? They're not a nut. It's a misnomer. They call them peanuts. They're a type of legume, right? Have you heard someone say grains are bad? Yeah, like that book, Grain Brain or whatever, and just low carb. So they're afraid of all carbs. They're afraid of bananas, so they're going to be afraid of grains too. And they say grains cause all these horrible diseases like obesity and diabetes. And I've pointed out tons of times the highest per capita rice eaters in the world are in Southeast Asia, like Vietnam, and they have some of the lowest rates of obesity and diabetes. So it's just complete nonsense. You know, I should be huge. I've probably eaten more rice than anyone in Long Beach, maybe, like for the past few years. I mean, I eat tons of rice, and I think I'm looking all right, huh? I mean, I'm not looking too obese right now. Like I said, I could lose a little bit of belly fat. That's why I'm gonna probably in a month or so do a little less resistance training, give my body a little break, and do a little bit more bike and running work, and see if I can lose a little bit of belly fat. Race, let's not fight with M-Bond, okay? Let's not lie. I mean, fight, guys, all right? Let's not put M-Bond in timeout. All right, Race and M-Bond, let's all be cool. Hopefully we're all good, all right? I'm just saying, I'm the leader of the ship right here. I'm the captain, and let's stop fighting. Let's not worry about, like, who's right or wrong about whatever you guys are fighting about. Was it masks or something like that? I've gotten into fights with Race about this too, and I'm not going to change his mind. He's not going to change my mind. So let's just kind of leave it there and try to get along and not fight each other. All right, awesome. All right, Bam Bond, ask your question then. What was your question there, M Bond? Yeah, we're gonna leave that behind. Awesome. Glad to hear that, guys. Also, all hail Supreme Leader, happy holiday vegan. Sometimes I'll put my foot down and just claim absolute 100% dictator rights. I'll do that when it needs to be done. And then when everything's cool again, we're all back to how we normally are here. You could call me, if you want, a benevolent dictator. Okay, I already answered your question, Imbond. All right, cool. I want to make sure I got that. Cool. Yeah, dictator rights are extremely important. If you know when and how to use them, just use them sparingly and when necessary. Then when all is cool again, I'll be back to the normal benevolent self. But once I'll become a benevolent dictator for just short periods of time. Elena, how chill you are, Ryan. I'm more type A. Hey, I flipped a switch and became the benevolent dictator just like that. You know, just saying, I can get more, what is the word? Type A or aggro or whatever, you know? Like a good example I'll bring up sometimes, it's like on the basketball court when, like, you see guys getting into a fight or starting to get into a fight, I'll just step right in, you know? And, I'm kind of chill and stuff. I'll get right in there and say, no, it's like, I've never gotten hit ever before, knock on wood, but yeah. Anyway, I don't know what my blood type is. I get my blood tested, but I never get it tested for blood type. Taylor, as a vegan, would I be against buying fish in a fish tank? I mean, yeah, I had fish when I was younger, so yeah, I know what that's all about. So yeah, I haven't had a fish tank since I've been vegan. I haven't had a fish tank since maybe the 1970s or 80s. But yeah, definitely, right now, as a vegan, yeah, you're not gonna. I would not want. I would not go out. I have no desire to go and buy a fish tank. I would not do that. And if I had if it's a head of household, I would not let that happen here. One, two, three, skater. Wow, are you really 16 asking these deep questions? How do we be consensus consumers? Which should be the ethical considerations? I to kind of oversimplify it at the risk of doing such, think about you every day you make actions in the marketplace of some kind, perhaps. And I'm saying use your dollars ethically, use your dollars consciously. The obvious examples, as a vegan, you're voting with your dollars when you buy bananas and rice and tofu or whatever. Instead of buying animal products, you're voting with your dollars. You're saying, not only do I want this stuff, I support this stuff, because that's what you're doing when you're buying something. You're voting in some sense. You're supporting it. I'm supporting this stuff. I'm buying the vegan Ben & Jerry's as opposed to the non-vegan. You're voting with it, and extend that kind of those kinds of ethical considerations to other products you buy too, as best you can. It might take doing more research than an average blissfully unaware person is doing, which is almost none, but you can try to find the most, just like environmentally, social, conscious products and brands out there. So yeah, race lever, vote vegan with your dollar, and also vote ethical as best you can with your dollar. Support companies who have a known track record of treating their employees well and their suppliers well. They're not testing crap on animals. They're making steps to go, like, say, fully self renewable energies. You can find ecologically responsible companies. It's a fallacy. It's a myth that you can't be ecologically minded, ethically and morally minded, and also be a really strong, healthy company making good products, is what I'm saying. So yeah, try to find that sweet spot and leave the dinosaur companies that don't give a crap about morals, ethics, environment in the dust, because they're dinosaurs and they're all going to go out. Let's see. What are you guys talking about here? Leany. Yeah, we're not into animal breeders. Our cats are from the SPCA here in Long Beach, which is the local animal shelter. Our cats are rescue cats. We got our cats. There's a family of 4 siblings, and we got 2 of the 4 siblings. So yeah, I mean, there's so many animals that need a home that it's hard to justify supporting breeders. Again, vote with your dollars. If you must have a pet, I'm not going to get into ethics if you should or shouldn't as a vegan, but if you're going to have a pet, support animals who are in danger of being destroyed, rather than breeders who are breeding animals into existence primarily for the purpose of making money. That's kind of the definition of veganism, exploiting animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose. Here, profit, So yeah, that's what I would strongly recommend to you guys. Hey, Inch Herbivore, I must be on late, huh? Hey, Paul. Let's see. Yeah, 9:20 here, so it must be. I know you're an early riser. That's cool to catch. Yeah, as we learned, it's really hard to find a time when me and Paul Hinch Herbivore are awake at the same time, being that you're on the other side of the world and you wake up relatively pretty early. So that works out good if I'm up here at 9:20. Race knows who Hinch Herbivore is. Hey, what should we ask Hinch Herbivore while we have him here? What's a good question for Paul? Let's see. Let's see if we got a good one. I'm going to get a sip of water as I ponder here. Jake. Yeah, it's always important to be humble. I mean, I mean, guys and bands who aren't that popular, and they have super big egos. They think they're like, God's gift to earth. And then I see other bands who are like huge, some of the biggest ones in the world, and they seem to have like self-doubt and self-deprecation, and they don't think they're good enough. I mean, you should always be humble, That's my belief. So yeah, if you're talking about social media in any area, you should always be humble. Whether you're huge, mediocre, or small, be humble. Ask him if he's species. Says, yeah, Paul. Yeah, you missed some of the fighting earlier. A very aggressive vegan activist came on and said I was perpetuating. I'm trying to use their quote here. Perpetuating speciesist ideology. That's it. Perpetuating speciesist ideology. I was accused of that several times solely because I choose in my form of vegan activism not to use the words like, say, Holocaust. I choose to not use that term because of its cultural insensitivity. And if you just look at the definition of vegan, they're able to define, they're able to define vegan just fine without using any triggering words like that. It's really, I'm against all forms of exploitation of and cruelty to animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose. And how can I believe that and also be accused of perpetuating speciesist ideology? I'm going, what do you think about that, Paul? I'm saying, how fascist are you to come here and tell me, a 10-year vegan, 7 years on vegan social media, a degree in philosophy, so I know how to reason through things, telling me what I need to say. You want to put words on my mouth, how I should be a vegan activist, and if I'm not doing it right, I'm perpetuating speciesist ideology. So that's what happened there. That was a lot of fun, and they just wouldn't let it go. So yeah, then you never know where you're. And this is coming from a vegan. I said, I mean, we all have our own way of being vegan. You have no right to tell me how to be a vegan activist. You have no right to tell Hench Herbivore what he needs to say on his vegan social media. You have no right to tell Dr. Garth Davis what he needs to say on his vegan social media. We all have our own ways of doing it. Yeah, subscribe to Hench Herbivore. For sure. An excellent vegan channel for health, fitness, plus some comedy, especially when he does like the response videos too, like what I do. His are funnier than mine. I get all serious. He's serious too, but he finds those nice cracks to throw in some humor, which I need to get better at. Yeah, Blacklit, you got it. Vegan infighting it. Gotta love it. You're not non-violent enough. Or in this case, I wasn't like using the triggering words enough. Great White Planet. What happened to Duran Rider? I have no idea. You guys have told me weird things that he's up to. I don't know. Someone said he has a hairpiece now or something like that. I don't know. You guys tell me. I don't follow, and I choose not to watch content from just narcissists. I don't want to support narcissists, basically. We'll just leave it at that. I remember he tried to trash our fans. He called them basic. He said our t-shirts are crappy and our fans were a bunch of basic handbag people. Whatever. Did someone really say that, Jordan? I don't remember that. You can't be vegan in Europe during the winter. Why? In the wintertime, do supermarkets no longer carry fruits and grains and other produce? Like, really? What kind of nonsense is that? Just anyone trying to make a dumb reason not to go vegan. Thoughts on Elon Musk? I admire him on one hand for being a visionary, like, a Steve Jobs type. On the other hand, he seems like a real douchebag. But yeah, it's kind of a mixed thing. I don't fully love or fully hate him. Admire him on one for some traits, and really don't like. Remember, I talked being humble. No matter how big, medium, or small you are, he needs a lesson in being humble on his billionaire scale. All right, seem to agree he's a narcissist. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I should have said narcissist rather than douchebag. Yeah, he's a complete narcissist. Yeah, Peter. Wow, you've been to south of France. I totally want to go to south of Provence. I want to like go to Provence, and I know, yeah, vegan culture is very or French culture, I should say, is very non-vegan, but all the basic elements are there. And I know it's changing. There's vegan restaurants in Paris, you know. It's changing, but yeah, you can always find plants, you know, especially in Provence. They grow a ton of plants there. Just don't put the fromage on it, you know. Don't have any Le Pen, you know. Just keep it to the plants. Indy, you lived in UK and Spain. Super easy to be and find vegan options anywhere. Cool. Yeah, yeah, Peter. I know south of France, very far from the northern parts like Paris. Yeah, but yeah, it looks beautiful down there. Yeah, I've never been there, but it looks gorgeous. I want to go check it out. Who knows? Maybe I'll retire there in the future. Who knows if it's more vegan. Tony Romeo, can I still dunk? Hey, I tell you, I haven't gone to a basketball court since November, and when I tried then, I wasn't able to dunk. But it makes complete sense since I hadn't been dunk training pretty much all of last year. You know, the gyms shut down in early March here. So yeah, you know, it just doesn't happen naturally for me. I'm 53 years old, so yeah. Since I got my home gym installed here in late October, I've been kind of revamping my dunking training, basically. Yeah, strength training, and doing jumping and plyometric explosive training every like third or fourth day. So yeah, I'm ready to go and check it out. I've been doing some vert tests here in the backyard. My vert has been going up and up and up. So yeah, we'll find out. We'll see if I can still dunk. At least now I have the confidence and belief. When I went in November, I had zero confidence or belief. I'm just going, let's see what I can do since I haven't done this in so long. So now, since I've been training so hard, I told you guys, I'm training pretty much every day. Like, you know, 6, 7 days a week, you know, doing something as far as my training goes. So, yeah, I'm really excited to get out there. My plan is to go out this month, February, maybe as soon as next week. I want to find a day when I have some rest on my legs, when I just didn't do some like crazy squat day or some kind of crazy deadlifting or plyometric day. I want to find a day where I can give my legs a few days rest from the hardcore stuff. And because the legs don't respond as well after that. Your vert goes down after a hard day of training like that. So I want to find a day where I can give my legs a few days rest and give it another shot. And I'm going to film it and see what happens. But at least I have belief now. And I'm trying to work on more dunks too. You guys probably saw me doing one-handed dunks. Now I'm working on two-handed dunks here in the backyard. Working, you know, I don't have a rim, but I'm working with doing the jumping mechanics with two hands on the ball. So we'll see. I'm really excited to go out and check it out. Maybe I'll come back frustrated again. Who knows? But then I'll work even harder. That's how I am. Yeah, still talking about Elon Musk. Yeah, I made a video about how he's putting implants into animals' brains. Yeah, I wasn't too excited about that. You know. But later, yeah, so I'm a fan of his in one sense. I respect him as an innovator. We don't have too many minds like that. And also minds that have the capability, the financial means, and the teams to accomplish his visions. I respect that 100%. On the other hand, I don't respect the part of his brain that's wired to be a narcissist, billionaire type. You know, yeah, he just does some stuff that makes me cringe. Tony, it is? Tell us how it is helping humanity right now. Just curious. Because I know they stated some secondary goals. Yeah, it's going to help with some diseases or something like that. But the true purpose, you could ask Elon Musk himself. He didn't invent Neuralink, I don't know if he invented it, but developed Neuralink to help a few sick people. He has invented it. Its true purpose, its primary purpose, not the secondary purpose. I just stated the primary purpose is to link human brains with the powers of computers and supercomputers to have our brains become like this super computer human intelligence merge and taken. That's their goal right there. It's not to help sick people. They have some really out there motivation and goal for that. So yeah, it might help a few sick people along the way, but that's not why people are putting billions of dollars into it. It's to create this weird concept of intelligence, and I'm not sure if I think it's really all that good ethically. Sure, yeah, the technology is one thing, but it's like the internet. The internet was really cool. It has really great. It is still cool, but it can be misused in the hands of, like, say, foreign nations that have, militaries working on hacking and misinformation, all the stuff. I'm saying technology could be misused. I would be worried that if I had some kind of Neuralink, with all the best intentions, Russia could hack it, right? Who knows? I mean, I'm just saying there's always the ethical side of technology, and the developers of technology aren't ethicists. They're just doing their job. They're good people, but they don't realize how there's people with bad intentions that look at new technologies and try to determine how can we use this to our advantage. Yeah, race. Yeah, you look at what the humans have already done with our current technology. So if they have some kind of technology to link our brains to computers, I mean, as great as that might be, I'm leaving some possibility. There's a huge possibility of some really bad results of that too. Yeah, if Russia can hack your phone, I don't want them hacking my brain. Just, just is that maybe that just me? I don't want anyone hacking my brain. Even if it isn't Russia, even if it's just like a 13-year-old kid, I don't want anyone to hack my brain. That's okay, Leanie. Did you you left your hand on the F, your finger on the F button? It's all cool. This looks funny. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Totally, Race. We don't need direct access to brain parts. All right, entirely honest, I'm probably going to end the stream soon. I hear Angie chopping stuff. We're going to have a stir fry tonight. I already got the rice together, so it sounds like she's chopping the broccolini and stuff like that. So I'll be leaving in a second or so here. Yeah, and Sarah always likes when I have the lava lamp. I moved it over for you, Sarah, because usually it's like directly behind my head. So I'm like an eclipse. You can't see it. So I brought it right, moved it right where it's more visible. So I'm glad you noticed that, Sarah. Jordan, I hope the future of humanity is not cybernetic or cyber whatever chip implants that connect us to networks and supercomputers. I really hope not. I mean, maybe I'm old school. I don't know. I just see so much potential for misuse and problems with that. Merging ourselves with artificial intelligence just sounds not like a good thing. I like my old school organic brain here. I'm cool with that. And if I need an extension to my brain, we have computers, we have phones and devices where I can store all my information, have it push information to me to remind me of things. If I want to look up any information known to humankind, I just talk into this or type it into the web browser or whatever. I get all the information I need. I don't really want to have my brain merge with a computer. Call me again old fashioned or old school. I just because that's one of these things. Just because you can do something, just because the technology is developing to maybe make that happen, doesn't mean we ought to do something. You see that the can ought fallacy. There's the is ought fallacy. It's like that. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do something. I've used this crass example before, so forgive me. Just because it's technologically possible to take a dump on someone's head doesn't mean you should do it, right? But you can do it. There's nothing physics-wise or technology-wise preventing someone from taking a crap on someone's head, but it doesn't mean we should do it just because it's available and able to be done. So that's kind of how I'm comparing the neural implants to taking a crap on someone's head. But yeah, going to Mars, yeah, that sounds a little bit more enticing than having my brain taken over by artificial intelligence. But yeah, going to Mars, yeah. I'm starting to see the reaction pour in of my comment there. Let's see, what's Tracy telling Sean? Have a batch of either the kale chips or the cookies. You have them both around most times. And you just made the cookies right now, Sean and Tracy. I wish we had some of the kale chips right now too. Go to Mars for what? A good point there. That's actually a really good question. I mean, Elon's stated position is that I don't like it. It's too fatalistic. Like, we're destroying our planet here. There's nothing we can do about it. So we better get another civilization established somewhere to preserve the human race. I think that's like, maybe let's devote those same resources right here to save the planet for humanity and all other forms of life, animals, everything, future generations here, rather than having to make a colony on Mars to keep our DNA happening. So, but yeah, maybe I'll retire on Mars. Who knows? Yeah, it's getting late, guys, huh? Unless you're in England or something like that, or Australia. Yeah, Sean, if you make some snacks, send them our way, please. I'm with you, Uncle Walt. Let's try to save this planet, yeah, before we go out and try to potentially mess up another planet. Because some of the options I've seen for terraforming Mars into something habitable, some of the options Elon proposed were like dropping like nuclear weapons on Mars to hasten up some processes, like radiate Mars. I don't know. So anyway, yeah, let's try to just make Earth habitable for all. And a good way to start that is to not eat animal products. How's it going there, babe?
Dinner's ready.
Oh, okay, guys. Dinner is ready. Dinner is ready, guys. So I guess I'll get splitting. I wasn't going to do any more mukbang in here. Yeah, I've been on a long time tonight. I should get back and not be so rude and join my great, wonderful, talented, lovely wife. So I was trying to see how long I was on tonight, because I know Race Lover likes long. Oh, it's 3 hours, Race. I'm a real fucking vegan. Ooh, I said that for it. I'm a real effing vegan. I did a 3-hour live stream, so take that, Race Lover. I'm a real vegan. Just kidding. So I did it. So this is training. I'm working up to like a 6-hour live stream, so I'll have one of those when I do a fundraiser soon. So, all right, guys, real effing vegan. So thanks for joining me on this Friday night. And like I said, I think I'm gonna start etching this in stone. Do live streams on Friday evenings, so you guys at least have one day in the week that's not like, whoa, Ryan's on. Oh my God, drop everything or whatever. You know. So it makes me nervous just to say that. Like, I have, I guess, commitment issues with time, not with people, but with time. So anyway, I'm going to make these a regular thing. All right, guys. So I did swear, huh? I did swear there. I guess I was really excited to do a 3-hour live stream and show Race Lover I can do it. All right, guys. So yeah, watch our vlog. Watch Angie's vlog that just came out of like 4 hours. Well, maybe not 3 hours. Maybe about 5-6 hours ago. Check that out. It's like kind of around her birthday vlog. So check it out. You can see us eating 3 wonderfully fun vegan meals and just other weird things we did that day. Got out to a vegan pop-up sort of. So yeah, check that out. And I'm gonna have some video ideas I'm working on. I was kind of debating, should I do a live stream tonight or work on a video? And I chose you guys. So hopefully tomorrow I'll have time to work on a new video. So anyway, guys, no more questions, Anonymous. Next time. All right, guys. So thanks, Tracy. Thanks, Race, and Mujita was here early on too. And thanks for being great moderators and putting people in timeout when needed. And thanks everyone for being wonderful viewers and asking great. It is warm in here, huh? Yeah. I know I'm gonna freeze when I leave, huh?
Woo! Yeah, you're gonna need your sweater.
Yeah, I'll get my sweater. All right, guys. Much love to you all, and let's keep it vegan. Bye, guys.